Even if you kill his body, you can still eat it. Don't waste it. I finally have something to eat. It hurts too much. I asked him to open the door. You should give me an extra share of the supplies. I was too naive. If there were an afterlife, what you did to me today. Repayment 100-fold. Haha 1. What's going on? Wasn't I killed by those animal neighbors? Tianhai City was frozen globally a month ago. On November 12th, there is still 1 month left before the world freezes over. I have been reborn. In December 2050, the blue star was affected by a supernova explosion 500,000 light-years away and experienced a global Cambrian storm. The daily temperature in Tianhai City is between -60 to 70 degrees Celsius, and the snowstorm lasted for a month, flooding the entire city. Large-scale extinction of various species, including humans. I managed to hold on to the supplies I had stored at home with the help of the supermarket warehouse manager. But they were taken away by those heartless and vicious beasts, and even dismembered by them for food. The top priority now is to ensure safety, stockpile enough supplies, and survive in the apocalypse before retaliating against those scumbags. Food and entertainment must be balanced, and there must be sophisticated weapons to fight them to the point where they have no fighting power. Strange Eyes gotten something. This is an alternate space. With this, I can store a massive amount of resources. If I could take advantage of the opportunity to empty the South China warehouse of the Wardmar supermarket that I am in charge of, there would be no need to worry about materials for 10 lifetimes. In another month, it will be the end of the world. Many delicious things need to be eaten quickly, otherwise there will be no chance in the future. Hello, all the dishes you ordered are ready. Where did the nouveau riche come from? They eat so fast and rush to be reincarnated. Hee, in the apocalypse, there are so many people kowtowing over a bowl of instant noodles that it's not as easy to eat as it is now. Hiccup, I had a great time eating. Please take your time. Your single spending limit has exceeded 50,000 yuan. This is our restaurant's VIP card. Welcome back. It's okay, I don't need it. Yuching, you're really lucky. Chasing you, this licking dog, turns out to be an invisible rich second generation. Could it be that he couldn't pretend before? Since he ran into it, it's okay to pretend to be a chance encounter and investigate again. Zhang Yi, what a coincidence. Where are you going? Still, this set of pure and pitiful white lotus flowers turned out to be a green tea girl who killed me and even wanted to tear apart my ribs to make soup. I'm going to the supermarket to buy something. We can't let you die too cheaply. Of course, we need to use free labor to collect supplies and deliver them to your doorstep. It's such a coincidence that we're also planning to buy something on the way. Yes, I can help you with something. We are neighbors and should help each other. Zhang Yi, how many people are eating so many things? Are there any activities you haven't told me about? Are you going camping? Even the second generation of wealthy people don't eat these. If the world ends someday, what should we do? I'll hoard more things to live a better life. Oh, if you don't want to say it, let it go. They helped you so much today, so you'll have to treat me to dinner later. I've been quite busy lately and don't have much free time. Maybe next month. Why do you, as a big man, buy things on your own without putting in effort? You have so much money, I didn't expect you to be a stingy person. Caning is just a bit tired. Don't take what you just said seriously. We are all good friends. Talking about money can hurt our relationship. Yes, I'm just talking to you, but don't take your brain to heart, Zhang Yi. Zhang Yi, such a good person, definitely wouldn't mind. After buying all the things, go back quickly. Hee, of course I wouldn't mind. Zhang Yi's residential area. It doesn't matter if the news of hoarding is found out. I just want to stay here and retaliate against these neighbors who chopped me up alive in the previous life. Zhang Yi, that kid who ate so much. The supermarket has discounted the price again and plans to take things back for himself. The warehouse is handling things again. You brought so many back. These things were all bought by Zhang Yi. We just helped him bring them back. Xiao Zhang, why don't you guys finish all of this and share some with Aunt Lin? Sorry, I'll keep these things for myself to eat. You scoundrel, quickly return the chocolate to me, or I'll beat you to death. Say one more thing, I'll slap your mouth. How old are you? Why do you still argue with children? It's just a box of chocolate for him to eat. What's wrong? So this box counts as what I bought, and when I come back, I'll give you the money as if someone wants to take advantage of you. I said this is something I ate myself. Either pay now or you can go to the supermarket and buy it yourself. You're such a big shelf. Be filial to me, you little brat. What's wrong with me? I'm a cadre of the homeowners committee, and I won't give up a penny. I see how you can continue to work here in the future. Zhang Yi, don't forget to treat me. Well, I will definitely do it next time. The materials should be collected in a different space first to see the effect after being placed for a period of time. After winning, the first choice for food sources is to confirm that the warehouse's inventory of drugs can also be obtained by someone else. The first choice for heating is the fireplace. We must install insulation and thermal insulation layers in the home to create an unbreakable steel fortress. The only remaining problem is food, medication. Cold weapons such as crowbars, knives, and axes are easy to obtain, and there are also channels for crossbows, air guns, and composite bows. What should we do with firearms? Anyway, there's still 1 month left. During this period, if you sell your assets and get the money, there's always a way to handle it. The next day, vegetables and meat remain unchanged, while live fish cannot be preserved. However, they have not spoiled either. It seems that extraterrestrial space cannot preserve living creatures, but the time flow rate may be different from outside. Since fresh ingredients can be preserved, what about well-made meals? Hello, this is Hongfu Tianxia Hotel. May I help you with anything? Give the phone to your manager. I'm inviting guests to a 3-day and 3-night banquet at my home. Hello, Mr. Zhang, I am the hotel manager. 500 tables of banquet will cost no less than 1 million yuan. If you need it, we will prepare it immediately, but you need to pay a deposit of 200,000 yuan in advance. No problem with this. I'll send your account later and transfer the money to you. Although the money will be useless after a month, it is still necessary to use it to buy things now. Property ownership certificate. After mortgaging the house left by my parents and my savings, it's still not enough. I need to think of other ways. Removing the over 1 million yuan spent on buying banquets and renovating the house should be enough, but I still need a large amount of money to purchase medicine and weapons, and the funds may not be sufficient. Hey buddy, do you need money? You are? Do you need money now? With so many bank rules and difficult approvals, do you want to try our company? You have a way, but I need several million. Someone sent money so quickly. Can you really lend me money? I want 5 million. As long as you can help me get through this difficult time, I can repay the money in no more than 3 months. This matter is easy to discuss. Duodai Finance is very powerful. Let's go inside the company and slowly talk about it. Manager, this is Mr. Zhang Yi. He wants to borrow money from us. I borrowed quite a bit, Mr. Zhang. How long are you planning to pay off the bad news? Our interest rates are very high, as mentioned earlier. Manager, could you please handle Mr. Zhang's urgent need for capital turnover and pass this hurdle? He should be able to repay it soon, right? Yeah, I'll be able to pay off the interest soon. Why don't we just go higher? Okay, We can borrow 5 million and repay 7 million with 40% interest on our end. Once the contract is signed, the money can be transferred to your account immediately. Thank you, manager. Thank you, manager. Give me something of enough value as collateral for 5 million, you can take it now. My house is worth over 5 million yuan and I have mortgaged it to your headquarters. I also have a Mercedes-Benz worth 300,000 yuan. If you can't repay it, you can take it away. Mr. Zhang, your house is worth at most 4 to 5 million yuan, but if you want to take 5 million yuan away from me, I feel a bit embarrassed. Boss Chen, you must help me. I'm really in a hurry to use the money right now. As long as you can transfer the money to me today, I only need 4.5 million yuan. No, this business is really not worth it. As long as you can call me today, I only need 4 million. When the time comes, I will still give you 7 million. Okay, I'll give you a special application. The documents I just took out of the bank procedures certainly won't be fake, but with only 1 month left in the global freeze, I'm afraid these two pigs won't be able to recover this debt until they die. Borrowing 4 million yuan as collateral for a house with a market value of 5.5 million yuan, it seems that kid is really on fire. If you don't borrow 4 million, you'll have to repay 7 million. At least you can earn 2 to 3 million this month without worrying about performance. This is a big fish. Find a way to squeeze it dry. I'll go contact the overseas institution now and see if there are any valuable parts on him that can be sold. These two great people are really giving me money for nothing. Now we have money to build a safe house. Received 4 million. Balance of 9 million. Zhenlong Security Company. Zhenlong Security Company is one of the largest security companies in China, providing security services to countless political, business, and celebrities. In their past life, there were rumors that they once built a top safe house worth 1 billion yuan for the son of a real estate tycoon. Even in the apocalypse, the wealthy second generation could live a very carefree life with the safe house. Hello sir, my name is Wu Huiren and I am the manager of the business department. May I ask if there is anything you need us to do? I need you to create a safe house for me that can withstand the highest level of the apocalypse. We, Zhenlong, are a world-class security company that can definitely meet any of your needs. The project price is listed above and you can choose it yourself. Whole house reinforcement with aviation materials. This APUC uses 200 mm thick alloy to directly replace the original walls, ceilings, and floors. Using the highest strength bulletproof glass on the 6Z balcony will not cause any strength changes even at extreme temperatures. ASM 1. Install air filtration function in the ventilation system to prevent any harmful gases from entering from the outside. The monitoring system adds seamless monitoring of cameras inside and outside the house, triggering real-time alarms. Reinforce the door and replace it with a thick anti-theft door made of the same material as the bank vault. Even with a small bomb, it is difficult to open it. The only purpose is to turn my house into an iron turtle that absolutely no one can invade. Although I don't know if his reasons are true or false, there is never a shortage of wealthy people in this world who worry about their own lives and wealth. What we do is their business. Take it. Even though this is a house located on the 24th floor with less than 120 square meters, after these renovations and the addition of weapons, it's like a fortress. Oh, do you have any research on fortresses? I used to work as a mercenary abroad and have a deep understanding of military knowledge. Do you have any way to get a gun? Mr. Zhang, in principle, that kind of thing is not allowed to be privately held. Have you encountered some terrible enemy? That's right, I offended some people on the street who were very ruthless and had guns in their hands. The safe house project I built will cost over 8 million yuan, and if there are any problems afterwards, you can't explain them. It's not difficult to just help build a self-defense device, right? Of course, there is a way out, but I cannot provide it to someone of unknown origin casually. We can help you complete the construction of the safe house within half a month. If there is any news that you can get a gun during this period, I will notify you. Okay, I'll wait for your message. Next, go to the hunting club and see if it's an important source of cold weapons. Zhang got so many equipment at once, so many lions and hyenas in Africa. If you go hunting, you have to pay attention to safety. Don't worry, I called several friends this time to ensure that I can use the goods you gave me to showcase my skills over there. Fortunately, even if I hold crossbows, hunting knives, and other items, I am not afraid of being questioned after obtaining a hunter's license in the past. No entry allowed. I definitely need the owner's consent to bring in so many things. I can't just let you in. Uncle Yu, these are for delivering food to me. Let them come in. What are you eating? We need more than 10 cars to deliver it. Wow, there must be at least a few hundred tables here. Where is he planning to put them? That's a 5-star hotel in Hongfu, with hundreds of tables. It would cost at least $1 million. My goodness, you can spend millions of dollars on a banquet. It's really hidden. It seems that Zhang Yi really doesn't lack money on hand. If he really wants to be a wealthy second generation, then he needs to continue to be devoted to me. Let's move to the underground warehouse first. I've already informed the property management. Just keep the misunderstanding going, Fang Yuqing. When you realize the truth, I will personally send you to hell. Mr. Zhang, all 500 tables of banquets have been delivered. Wishing you a pleasant meal. You guys worked hard today. I'll go and check it out. These delicacies, along with the ordered hot pot base and fresh ingredients from the South China warehouse. Luxurious meals can be enjoyed anytime and anywhere, and hot pot can be enjoyed for the rest of one's life. The next day. Has Zhang Yi taken the wrong medicine recently? Why is he always making so many mistakes? Yeah, a few days ago I saw him buying 3 carts of food at the supermarket. I don't know, but I thought the world was going to end. I think hoarding so much food and wasting my energy might be a problem. Someone is willing to provide you with what you need in 3 days, but the price may be a bit expensive. This is not a problem as long as the quality is good. I'll leave the decoration to you guys. During this time, I'll be staying at a hotel. You can rest assured to keep it with us. After a month, you will understand who the real joke is. Supermarket South China Warehouse. Manager Zhou, I need a large amount of emergency special medicine here. Your brother-in-law is the vice president of Ruining Group. Colleagues, let's have a convenient trip together. Oh, Xiao Zhang, we can't do this thing of abusing power for personal gain unless. I guarantee double the price on the market and won't let you suffer any losses. This is what you said yourself. Considering your diligent and hard-working work, I have approved a 20-day leave from the HR department, and I have given you something that will arrive tomorrow. Thank you so much. I will go and transfer the money now. Food, department stores, tools, and any necessary supplies for daily life are readily available here, providing for thousands of people without any problem. In case the end of the day comes, we must vacate this place 1 week in advance without any mishaps. Yuqing, do you have time this weekend? I happen to have tickets for a concert here. How about we? Thank you, Zhou Peng. But unfortunately, I happen to have a date with someone that night. Zhang Yi, you are too impolite when it comes to doing things. A big man actually asked a woman to help you move things. Yuqing came to work today and kept complaining about her sore waist. If this happens again, I hope you won't trouble her. It's okay, it's okay. Actually, there hasn't been any problem with their health either. So it was this woman who spread the news. It's just that they can't do physical labor. It seems like their waist is a bit twisted. Hurry up and get 500 yuan for Yuqing to see a doctor. Helping me move things was her own initiative. I didn't ask for it. Besides, what kind of person are you here to point fingers at me? You really consider yourself a person? I was just discussing with you. Why are you shouting so loudly? Yuqing, I told you that Zhang Yi is not a good thing. In the future, you should stay away from him. Why does Zhang Yi seem like a completely different person these days, not taking the initiative to greet me or privately saying good night? There must be something wrong with this. Hongfu Tianxia Hotel. I feel like you've been acting strange lately. You've been hoarding things and renovating your house. Is something going to happen recently? It seems that Fang Yuqing's news has started to doubt me. Have we been less in touch recently? It makes me feel a bit lonely. Unread. Has this damn Zhang Yi been acting up lately? I took the initiative to find him and he dared not reply to my messages. That Zhang Yi has been a bit strange lately. Who knows why he bought so much food and drink, and even booked so many banquets from the hotel, making it seem like he's about to run out of supplies. Ning Ning, do you think something will really happen in a while? Zhang Yi only started hoarding goods after receiving the news. Are you stupid, Yuqing? If anything really happens, there will definitely be news to notify you. We just need to be at ease. If we hoard supplies, we'll make others laugh at us. That's right. 1 week later. I finally got it. Although the price was a bit expensive, the advantage lies in reliability. With this thing, I feel much more at ease when the end of the world comes. Ding dong. Hello, Mr. Zhang. Please sign for your package. The emergency medicine necessary for survival in the apocalypse is now available, and all that's left is. Actually, I still have some things that need to be ordered from the food delivery platform. There are quite a few items. Could you please help me notify in advance if it's convenient for you to deliver them? No problem, sir. Where do you live? The safe house has been built and can be inspected today. I'll go home right away and take you there now. It is truly a top-notch security company in China, with impeccable speed and quality in creating safe houses. We have installed 200mm thick alloy plates throughout the entire house as per your request. The ventilation system adopts military grade and can filter any harmful gases to prevent people from carrying out toxic gas attacks from the outside. In addition, the insulation system of the entire house has been completely redesigned using professional-grade materials from the Arctic Science Research Institute. In addition to creating the fireplace according to your requirements, it can also isolate 99.5% of the temperature flow. The materials of the windows are all bulletproof and explosion-proof, even stronger than the alloy panels inside the house. And it also facilitates your lighting and necessary external observation. In addition, to ensure your safety, we have installed a monitoring system throughout the entire building with a total of 300 cameras that allow you to monitor every floor of the building. I am very satisfied with the safe house you have built. Thank you for your review. I believe the user experience here will not disappoint you. If there are no issues, please make the final payment to us within 3 months. Definitely, definitely. Walk slowly. The final payment is impossible to make. As the end approaches, it remains to be seen whether you will survive or not. The final supplies have also arrived. Global ice is the rarest and most important necessity for survival, drinking water. Is there something wrong with this, Zhang Yi? A few days ago, I saw many people carrying steel plates that were at least 10 centimeters thick during their home renovation, learning from their movies about building safe houses. Now that he has bought so many buckets, he probably doesn't think that Tianhai City will run out of water in the future, does he? Tianhai City relies on hay. No matter how scarce the water is, it's not our turn, haha. Xiao Zhang, what are you doing buying so many buckets of water for? If you need any help, let me know and I'll give you a hand. When the previous life was frozen, Uncle Yu gave his last food to a mother and daughter who were starving, but he himself lost his life. He was also one of the few kind-hearted people in this community who treated me well. Uncle Yu, the temperature has been a bit abnormal this year. I received news that this winter is very difficult. In case of any unforeseen circumstances, it's best for you to prepare more food and drink to avoid future price increases. Xiao Zhang, is this really fake news reliable? Look, I've prepared so many things. You can stock up on instant noodles and mineral water, and you're not afraid to buy too many. Okay, I don't mind living alone in multiple settlements. Lao Yu, don't believe him. He's been talking nonsense lately, buying things everywhere. He's probably trying to lure people into trouble. You can't say that. I trust him. Uncle Tang just casually said, Xiao Zhang, don't take it to heart. What can be reminded has already been reminded. Believe it or not, it's up to you. The remaining time is to spend every penny of the money on hand to exchange for supplies, exercise physical fitness, and use firearm skills to prepare for the upcoming global freeze. 20 days countdown. 10 days. 5 days. 3 days. Come back to work early so that even if the items in the warehouse disappear, you won't immediately suspect me. Then add sleeping pills to the tea. Are you all tired? Take a break and have a sip of water. Oh, I'm so exhausted. The weather is so cold, it's almost freezing to the point of facial paralysis. I'll take about half an hour to see if the medicine works. Half an hour later. You slept soundly now. You can rest assured to search for supplies. All the equipment in the monitoring room has also been turned off, and now we only need to take care of the rest and store them in a different space. If necessary, classify and use them. It's no problem to empty the entire South China warehouse with this efficiency. We're almost done. What's that? This is a good thing. The latest technology product of 2050, this cold-proof clothing, can withstand extreme cold temperatures of -100 degrees Celsius. With these resources, even in the face of the coldest ice age, I have confidence that I can continue to live comfortably. Moving an empty warehouse without anyone noticing in such a short period of time is simply not something that one person can do according to common sense. As long as you don't suspect me for now, this secret will naturally disappear forever with the arrival of the apocalypse. Supervisor, there's something big going on. Wake up quickly. What's up? Damn it, our warehouse has been emptied by someone. What? What exactly happened? Why are all the supplies in the warehouse missing? The phone number of the main manager in charge. Zhang Yi, someone reported that everything in the warehouse has disappeared. What's going on? We are not sure about the specific situation, but there was a 2-hour interval between shifts and rest, and the materials in the entire South China warehouse disappeared without a trace. What? This is impossible. You kid couldn't have become an insider and stolen while the defense was empty, right? What should we do now? Why don't we leave it to the police to handle? Don't joke around, manager. You don't know who I am and where I came from. I can make so many supplies in the warehouse disappear in the blink of an eye. In my opinion, we are unable to bear this matter. It is better to report it to the higher authorities as soon as possible and actively cooperate with the investigation. If it delays the investigation, it will be better. You're right. I'll report it to the general manager now and have them handle this matter. The manager has decided to report and handle it. Someone will investigate later. Don't be afraid, just try your best to cooperate. That's good, thank you, supervisor. Taking naps during shifts is a common occurrence. Don't take it to heart. Don't be afraid of ghosts knocking on the door. Xiao Zhang is right. What's the point of risking our lives for a few thousand yuan? We're not afraid of shadows slanting from our bodies. Mr. Zhang, thank you for your cooperation, but there is one thing I need to remind you of. There may be some suspicious cases in the near future that need to be approached at any time. Nuclear practitioners must not leave Tianhai City rashly. Of course, I won't go anywhere. According to informed sources, on the afternoon of December 10th, a large-scale theft occurred at the South China warehouse located at our city's port, covering an area of over 1 million square meters. The materials were lost within 2 hours. Only the last 2 days are left. What the hell is it? Suddenly it's snowing. This winter is really cold. Do we have such low temperatures here in previous years? Don't be slow, hurry home. In 2 days, the original world will no longer exist. 2 days later. At 2 a.m. on December 12th, the aftermath of a supernova explosion swept across the globe, causing a devastating disaster for this planet due to a sudden drop in temperature. Should have come or has come. What the hell is this weather like? It's already minus 10 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, it's estimated that the road will be frozen over, so how can we go to work? Why, with such heavy snow, we can take a break tomorrow. Haha. As a southerner, I've lived a long time to see such heavy snow. This is just the beginning. The heavy snow will continue for at least 3 more months, and the temperature will become lower and lower. You won't have such a good mood to enjoy the snow then. The next morning. Why can't I push it? Oh my God, why did it suddenly snow so heavily? The weather forecast didn't even say it. Wake me up from the cold in the middle of the night and adjust the temperature higher. Stop talking, it's not that you're unwilling to spend more money on expensive air conditioning. It's been half a day and it's getting colder and colder. I don't know how long this cold weather will last. I haven't bought any winter clothes yet. Who is calling at this time? Fan Yuqing. Hello, why did you call me early in the morning? Zhang Yi, it's so cold outside today. Did you know in advance that the temperature would drop significantly when you stocked up on supplies? I also heard it casually from my friend, but I didn't expect the temperature to drop so much. No wonder you hoarded so many things. Zhang Yi, you really didn't tell me about this kind of thing in advance, which made me freeze to death. Hee hee. If it's nothing, I'll just hang up. Hey, wait a minute. What's this guy crazy about lately? He still dares to hang up on me. No, I must find a way. I miscalculated and didn't expect her to have the face to come and complain about me. Just taking a shower, having breakfast, and understanding the reactions of various sectors of society while eating. Last night, a strong cold air hit various parts of the world, causing a drastic change in global temperature and a general cooling of 70 to 100 degrees Celsius. The meteorological department is conducting an investigation into the cause of this cold air attack. Recently, unless necessary, please do not go out and pay attention to keeping warm. Do not believe rumors and hoard materials to drive up prices. Violators will be dealt with seriously. This degree of cooling is exactly the same as the previous life. Zhang Yi, why did you suddenly hang up on someone's phone? It's snowing so hard outside, I can't go out. Didn't you buy a lot of food? Can you lend me some first? I'll pay you back when the snowstorm passes. White Lotus is not foolish, but she knows that such extreme weather conditions can make food exceptionally expensive. I don't want to go out at ultra-low temperatures and reach out to find what I want to eat. It's a good idea, but unfortunately, you won't be able to get any benefit from me in this life. Being teased by me and dying tragically in the end is your final value, Fan Yuqing. With it, I knew he had food. You told me earlier. I've almost eaten all the things I've stocked up at home. Look at the steak that was just fried this morning. Top-tier Wagyu and at least 20,000 to 30,000 French red wines. Zhang Yi lives so well in the same unit building. That's really nice. They also want to eat steak and drink red wine. If you want to eat, go to the supermarket to buy it. Zhang Yi, you're really not a man. You didn't even know you were given such a good opportunity. Come and show off. Humph. I can't be angry, I can't hold back, I can't let a fish in the pond confuse my mind. Oh. Tablet computer for remote control building monitoring system. It seems that there is also a good show going on here. Don't worry, the extreme weather will only last for 2 or 3 days at most. Don't rush to grab supplies. Our neighborhood committee will also help you find a way to get through this snow disaster. I don't know when we can stop with such heavy snow. Can we not store some supplies at home? Yeah, why don't we let everyone go out and buy groceries? I'm afraid prices will go crazy again these days. What are you guys doing? Isn't this just adding chaos? Plucking on supplies will only lead to higher prices, and then everyone will have to eat expensive dishes. If anyone dares to hoard supplies and I discover it, don't blame me for reporting it to higher authorities. Do you know how long this snow disaster will last, Auntie Lynn? If it takes a long time and everyone doesn't have anything to eat, who will take responsibility? Yeah, if you don't let us hoard supplies, who will be responsible for the shortage of food and drink? You'll give us something to eat when the time comes. Don't worry, our neighborhood committee can responsibly inform everyone that there will be no shortage of supplies and the snow disaster will pass quickly. Damn kid, openly refuting me in front of so many people doesn't give me face, does it? Also, Zhang Yi, don't incite people at this time. Your behavior is illegal and disorderly. Oh, hey, I can't afford to wear such a big high hat. Don't worry, it's so cold outside. If you ask me to go out, I won't go out. Feel free to go. This Zhang Yi really doesn't know how high the earth is. Go back and find a way to detain him for a few days in a dark place. A few days have passed. You don't need to consider work and social skills. This kind of life is much more enjoyable than before the apocalypse. Who is sending messages at this time? Yahello Community 25 Homeowners Group. Zhang Yi, the roads outside are now blocked by heavy snow. Please come out with your tools and help sweep the snow later. Did you specifically call me out in the group to seek revenge quickly? The first floor is almost completely buried now, and this snow will last for at least 3 more months. Going out to sweep is not as fast as it falls. In such cold weather, it will freeze into popsicles after going out for a while. Even if it's snowing, we have to wait until the snow stops before we talk about it. Yeah, it's over 70 degrees below zero outside. If you go out for a while, you'll probably get frostbite. We're not in Northeast China. We don't even have any decent winter equipment here. How can we get out? Just now, none of them spoke. As soon as this little brat spoke, he started cheering along. What is your attitude? Isn't sweeping snow for me or for everyone? How can a young and strong young man who, when faced with a disaster, does not take the initiative to serve the people and wants to escape? Zhang Yi, on behalf of the neighborhood committee, I order you to go out and sweep the snow. Now is a critical moment, and we must unite. Whoever dares to take the lead in opposing is against the leaders of the neighborhood committee. After the snow disaster ends, they will definitely be organized and liquidated. Relying on the power of the neighborhood committee to give orders all day long is nothing more than this group of people waiting for me to get angry and offend her, hiding and acting like ostriches. Today, I will completely tear my face off with you. Since it's for everyone, the members of your neighborhood committee should take the lead in going out to sweep the snow. And with so many people in our community, why did you only call us a few? Do you think we're easy to bully? I didn't see you calling out to those social figures and wealthy second-generation people. How did you meet them? You wouldn't even fart anymore. Zhang Yi is right. He is my internet mouthpiece. It's just that they're all looking for honest people. Why don't they go find Chen Jinghao and Su Hao? Chen Jinghao, who works on the earthwork project on the 6th floor, has several hundred people under his command. On the 8th floor, there is a wealthy second-generation family named Su Hao who has connections in the upper floors. Lin Auntie is so capable, why don't you go and ask Chen Jinghao and Su Hao to come downstairs and sweep the snow? The first person in my past life to break open my door with an axe was Chen Jinghao, and Su Hao was the first to use a knife against me. The remaining neighbors, except for a very small number, all got a piece of the pie after my death. Both of them are not good things. If they want to disgust you, then stick to them until the end. Bastard Zhang Yi's naming at this moment is clearly making it difficult for me to step down. If I don't do it, who will still take me seriously in the future? With this weather where even ghosts can freeze to death, who can cause trouble for nothing? The community is my home for snow sweeping. We hope that family members who have free time can bring their tools and go out to sweep the snow together. Chen Jinghao and Su Hao. Ha ha. The big snow outside is sweeping your head. If you're sick, go to the hospital for treatment. If you're crazy here, I'll bother you again and kill you. What does it matter to me when you sweep the snow? I don't need to go to work. It's okay to sleep at home every day. Silly dog who bullies the owner's money every day and even treats himself as the owner is funny. Can we have today thanks to the energy of our parents and family, just like you poor people? Hurry up, you guys need to go out and earn food money. After sweeping the snow, I can go out and have fun. Su Hao. Voice. It's all his fault. It's all Zhang Yi's doing. Otherwise, would I have offended them? Zhang Yi, are you sincere about not going out to clear the snow if you can't get along with me? Are you satisfied now that everyone has been trapped here? Don't play tricks on me. You bully the weak and fear the strong. It's not something. You dare not even fart when someone scolds you to find a presence in my place, right? I'm telling you, I'm not easy to bully. If I bite and bark like a crazy dog, be careful of your life. You bastard lunatic, just wait for me. I won't be the same as you. There will be good fruit to eat in the future. Zhang Yi, you grandson, come out for me. Wasn't that quite impressive just now? Let me talk about things in the group and see how I killed you. I'll smash the door in now and pull you out for me to wait for. Who will take care of who? It's not certain. There's no need to kill this guy immediately. Isn't it boring to make you die too easily? Turtle grandson can't come out if he hides inside, right? If I come in, you're dead. Ah. Excellent effect, directly penetrating one calf. The low temperature of over -70 degrees Celsius caused a penetrating injury to the leg. At least that place must be useless. Infection is inevitable in the absence of emergency response and medication. Next, you will die tragically in pain and cold. That kid was really trying to kill me just now. We need to find someone to treat it quickly. The cold wound has frozen over, and in less than half an hour, my leg will be crippled. Sorry, the number you dialed is currently unanswered. Please try again later. Damn it, even with hospitals operating in this weather, it's impossible for an ambulance to come over. It's too late. Let's have surgery first to save our leg. The disadvantage is freezing, which saves me from taking anesthesia. Zhang Yi, I must kill you. Owner group. Chen Jinghao. Zhang Yi, please wait for me until I don't kill you. After that, write the words Chen Jinghao upside down. Zhang Yi. What are you? If you dare to provoke me again, the remaining leg will be useless to you. Zhang Yi dared to confront Chen Jinghao, and it seems that he even injured one of his legs. What orders does the boss have? Everyone, come to Yahello community immediately and copy anyone who can harm people. I have to kill that dog today. We'll go over immediately and dare to touch your mold. It's really boring. Stop talking nonsense, my leg is almost ruined by Zhang Yi's crossbow. That grandson lives in 2401. Be careful not to let him launch a successful surprise attack and crash open the door, which could kill that turtle grandson. Open the door and dare to shoot us, Hauga. You're finished today. Today next year is your anniversary, come out and die. Blizzard has blocked the road, and more than 10 of our brothers have put in a lot of effort to come here. It's not in vain to call for someone to save you now. This door is actually made of pure metal and so heavy. How could it be smashed? How many enemies have we provoked? Bastards thicker than city walls. TSK, if you die, you have to start over again. Can't you use some force? You haven't eaten yet. What's the skill of shrinking inside a turtle shell? It's like rolling out. With such a strong anger, I'll give you a free break to calm down. I want the same move to work again. Have your daydream twice. It's freezing me to death. Stop watering. Stop watering. Frozen to death, save me. Help me. Wait until my pants freeze and I can't walk anymore. I was planning to teach you a lesson with a crossbow, but flooding is still safer and the effect is quite good. Where's that little brat? Have you caught him back yet? Who can explain to me what's going on here? Zhang Yi is so despicable. I don't know how thick the gate is. We smashed it for a long time, but only a little paint fell off. We can't take it anymore with the water pipes behind us. When I smashed the door, that kid's turtle shell was indeed unusually thick, but it's okay. Even an iron bastard will always have flaws, and I don't believe he can stay at home for the rest of his life without coming out. You guys are guarding nearby. As soon as he goes out, kill him to death. Hao Ji is right. As soon as he shows his head, we'll drag him out and dismantle him. Achoo. Uncle, you scanned for a long time but didn't see the ground. We just don't have enough manpower. If the snow in the community is cleared, what if there is still no road outside? We can't keep digging to the supermarket, can we? Hey, it's just that the snow is falling so fast and there's no need for a snow shovel to handle it. It's useless. Everyone, go back and don't freeze it. I'm going back. It seems that they have also realized that human power cannot compete with natural disasters of this level. At this moment, our eyes turn to the official planning and commanding of Xinjiang to launch the final attack on the snow disaster. According to reports, due to inadequate prevention and control of snow disasters, the rice country has caused 200 million people to be affected and tens of millions to die. I hope everyone will not panic or trust the official power. The scale and duration of this snow disaster cannot be estimated by common sense, and the outside world is still too optimistic. Have you all seen the news? Our country has the strength to fully cope with this snow disaster. Don't be nervous, everything will be resolved. If anyone needs supplies at home, everyone who has the ability will try their best to help. After all, this snowstorm will pass soon, there's no need to hoard it. Zhang Yi, are you okay? Sending messages to care about me may not be confirming if I am still alive, right? I'm fine. Oh, that's good. We're out of food at home. I remember you bought a lot of things. Can you give me some? They'll treat you to dinner later. I've seen through all my plans so quickly. Last time I went to the supermarket, didn't Lin Caning also casually buy a lot of things? It's only been 2 days, and he just wanted to reach out and ask me for them. Do you want to treat me to a meal? Unfortunately, I have already eaten. Look. I originally planned to keep Zhang Yi as my spare tire, but now he has to be placed in the back row with me. This kind of man should be single for the rest of his life without considering his own moral character. Why are you so stupid? Now Yuqing is unhappy. Do you know how serious the problem is? I'm not going to eat your tricks. There are so many scenes where one sings with a white face and the other sings with a red face. Can the confused snowstorm last for a few days? If you can endure hunger for 2 meals and trick Yuqing into it, won't you make a big profit? You can't even bear to part with this little thing. I see you're not sincere about our family's yuching at all. The combination of white lotus and green tea makes me quite proficient. Oh. After talking for a long time, this attitude is what he meant. Yuching, this is really sincere. I have good intentions and went to borrow some food from him for you, but I don't care about it. Humph, who is Zhang Yi? Do I know him? Don't mention him in front of me in the future. If Zhang Yi doesn't understand, don't you have any other licking dogs? We can't go out now. Let's send him to help with the matter first. Hello, is that Zhou Peng? Actually, I have something to ask you for. Yuching has sent you all the items, even though they are discounted items from the warehouse. However, I have chosen the most expensive and best ones. Thank you, Zhou Peng. You're so kind. It's okay, I can do anything for you. Even with his bear-like demeanor, he still dares to have thoughts about me in the next life. 3 days later. It's almost time, and the show is about to begin. Wow. Why is there a power outage? What's going on? Do you have electricity at home? There is no tap water and it has stopped. There is no hot water for making milk powder for the child. The weather is so cold that the air conditioner is completely unusable and the heater cannot be used. What will happen next? Why don't you come out and take care of it at this time? If we keep going like this, I'm afraid we'll freeze to death. When will the snow last? The air conditioning won't work anymore. The temperature inside the house is already minus 30 degrees Celsius. We don't have much food to eat at home anymore. It's snowing heavily and we can't go to the supermarket. Is there no other way? At this point, the authorities definitely can't rely on it anymore. Being prepared for the future is the ultimate principle. It's unlikely. It was fine a few days ago. Why did it suddenly happen? Neighborhood Committee Group Chat. It is said that this global blizzard is likely to be a once-in-100,000-year snowstorm, and we may have ushered in another mass extinction of life, which is the end of the world. We have a population of over 1 billion here, and it's impossible for us to handle it. Several key cities in China have already fallen. If we want to survive next, we can only rely on ourselves. We must hoard more supplies, especially food and energy for heating. I need the supplies. While those people don't know about this news yet, ask them for them. Grandma, why is it so cold outside? When are Mom and Dad? Xiaohu, it's okay. Dad and Mom will be back in a while. I have to protect both of us. We must survive. Everyone, the disaster is just temporary. The weather outside is too cold and there are water and power outages. Staff are already working on repairs. The official has issued a notice that during the emergency period, our neighborhood committee will be responsible for the unified management of the residents in the community. If they do not cooperate and cause serious consequences, we will request the police to arrest and interrogate them afterwards. The situation has become so serious. What's going on outside now? The fox pretends to be powerful and addicted, it's really boring. The thing that never dies, holding chicken feathers as an arrow, doesn't solve any problems, giving orders here. How, GE, we can't get out now and we don't have any fever-reducing medicine. When will we hold on until the end? It's not that you're useless. You didn't beat Zhang Yi to death and he was punished instead. Due to the huge impact of blizzard on people's lives, according to official notifications, this snow will continue for a relatively short period of time. In order to help everyone overcome the difficulties together, from now on, the neighborhood committee will collect materials from each household and distribute them uniformly. It's the same routine as in my past life. Mrs. Lin. For a while now, no one has been on the scene, but they have already set their sights on me. Xiao Zhang, you work in the warehouse and there must be a lot of food and drinks at home on weekdays, right? I still remember last time you bought 3 big cars of things. In the previous life, it was you who took the lead in tricking everyone into handing over supplies. I kindly sent a little out, but in the end, I let a wolf into the house. Now everyone is in trouble. It's time for you to give it your all. Don't worry, once the snow disaster passes, we will definitely repay you and everyone will remember you well. That's great, Auntie Lin. If you collect any supplies, remember to give me some. The reason why I was brutally killed and died in my past life is ultimately related to you. Damn it, this kid is a scammer. As warehouse workers, you usually get a lot of discounted goods, so your family must have stocked up on a lot of things. I have to remain calm and not give up. As long as we can catch Zhang Yi, this big fish, my wife and I can get a lot of supplies to last at least an extra week. Xiao Zhang, everyone knows that you are the manager of a large supermarket warehouse. Can we afford to run out of food and drink at home? This is an organizational order, you must obey it. You have made contributions to everyone, and everyone in the organization will remember your kindness. Be obedient and send all the things at home to Auntie to set an example. I really didn't lie to you. My family has run out of everything these days, and the landlord's family doesn't have any surplus food. Why don't you give me a few packets of instant noodles first to play a leading role? Zhang Yi can't talk to you properly anymore, can I? I'm representing the organization now. If you refuse to hand over the materials in your hands, it's a confrontation with the organization. I will definitely deal with you when I come back. Cut. It represents the organization, but you're just a staff member of a neighborhood committee, not to mention a civil servant. You're not even a civil servant. You can just coax yourself normally. You really take yourself seriously. If you have the ability, just make me wait for you at home. Jai. Can't we deal with him, damn it? At least I'm also the leader of the community. Let the people in the community work together to put pressure on him. No, if everyone learns from him and refuses to hand over supplies, it will be troublesome. The urgent task is to deceive a few people. There really is a scapegoat who confessed to her, TSK. Normally, the supplies in a normal household can only last for 3 to 5 days, and with low temperatures, they will be consumed faster. However, it has nothing to do with me if they voluntarily fall for it. The outside world is already in a state of chaos. Only with resources can we survive, otherwise we can only wait for death. Neighborhood Committee Group Chat Group 1502 Lin Chuanxia, Lin Auntie, after you have agreed to take away the supplies, will they be distributed uniformly? We've finished all our food at home. It's been 2 days now. Can you bring us some? Yeah, we agreed on a unified distribution so that everyone has something to eat. A bunch of idiots. These are all my things. How could I possibly return the materials that my mother worked hard to trick you into? Grandma's phone number. Those fools have only regained their senses now. Why did Chen Jinghao come to me? Hello, Auntie Lin. You're really good at taking all the supplies from everyone's hands into your hands. Cough cough, as a member of the neighborhood committee, it is my responsibility to coordinate and manage materials for everyone. Hee hee, that's right. Our family is in short of supplies right now. Can you send them to me now? I need to coordinate and handle these materials again, and there are still some that have not been handed over yet and cannot be distributed temporarily. Old thing, don't be shameless. Those things have already been pocketed by you. Tell you to obediently hand over your things to me and forget about it, otherwise. I and the dozen or so people in the room will personally go to pick it up. Don't come in. This is trespassing on a private residence. I don't want you to deceive my neighbors about their supplies. This is a way for heaven. Oh, it's already dog biting dog. How about posting this scene in the homeowners group for everyone to see? Those people's reactions will definitely be quite exciting. Search this room for everything we eat and drink, let's take it all. It's all hard-earned by our neighbors, we can't take it for granted. You can't take everything inside. There are also things from our own country that you have taken. How can my grandson and I survive? Let go of my nonsense. Please leave us a way out, please. Get lost. You hooligans, get out of here. Are you looking for death? I will fulfill you now. Ah. Ha ha ha, when did Lao Wu practice such good leg skills? Surprisingly kicked that little brat away, it's really impressive. Handsome or not, you should have filmed that scene just now. Little tiger, my grandson. Old and young are nothing. This is the price you paid for deceiving your neighbors. I am acting for heaven. Ha ha ha, the big scammer deserves it. How GE is mighty. To deal with such people, we should use thunderous means. Still completely unaware of the root cause of the problem. If it weren't for Brother How, we wouldn't have any way to deal with her shameless scum. How GE, be careful. This old thing is shameless and ruthless. Be careful, she will report you to the police. He can break into Aunt Lynn's house today and rob her. Sooner or later, he will also break into your house one day. Unfortunately, it has little to do with me. Who has hemostatic drugs, anti-shock drugs, and antibiotics at home? My grandson was injured by Chen Jinghao, and Dr. Zhou needs medication urgently for surgery. Zhou Kuer is going to perform surgery on Lin Xiaohu. I have temporarily stopped Lin Xiaohu's injury, but it is only an emergency treatment and cannot be sustained for long. If you have extra medication on hand, you can also come to me in case of an urgent illness. The doctors at the First People's Hospital of Tianhai City relied on their medical skills to save many people in their past lives, making them one of the few good people among this group of neighbors. My little tiger needs medicine to save his life. Please help me. I kowtow to you. How do you kowtow in the group? Dr. Zhou saved your grandson because she is beautiful and kind-hearted. How can we help you? Did you deceive everyone's supplies? Saving is kindness, not saving is duty. In this moral kidnapping, your grandson was beaten and also suffered retribution. The person who is usually so cold and aloof spoke out in the homeowners group today to save Lin Xiaohu, which is indeed the compassion of doctors. But what if the bear child is rescued? The snowstorm is still ongoing and it's already paralyzed outside. It won't last long. What should we do? The snow is falling so fast that it's drowning a layer. The news always says that this is a once-in-100,000-year severe snowstorm. What will happen in the end? A week has passed since the start of the snowstorm, and the whole world has been submerged by it. Even in some cities in the north, temperatures have reached -100 degrees Celsius. The snowfall that lasted for several days did not decrease but instead increased. Many cities were directly submerged and residents who could not evacuate were also buried in the snow. Yahello Community Unit 25 Owner Group. I am a member of the Neighborhood Committee. If I cannot hand over your supplies, it is a blatant violation of discipline and will be punished afterwards. Hand over the supplies. Will you refuse to help in case of death? Xiaohu hasn't eaten in a long time. Please save him. He's still just a child. Does anyone still have food at home? My child and I haven't eaten for 2 days. I can buy it at a high price. I still have a few packs of instant noodles at home. If you need them, I can sell them to you for only 1,000 yuan per pack. I'll give you 2,000 yuan per pack. I'll take everything you have at home. Oh, something even more interesting is coming. A pack of instant noodles costs 2,000 yuan. Am I blind? Hey, don't drive up prices like this. I'm a little scared. Don't joke around. I really thought the world was ending. It's just that the snow is falling a bit too heavily. This winter has arrived earlier, isn't it a zombie siege? Compared to this ice age, using low-level things like zombie sieges is still too naive. Don't worry so much, I just have money to buy peace of mind, okay? If you're willing to sell, just send me a private message. If you're not willing, bring it down. The transportation and facilities in the entire city are paralyzed, and the situation is not good. While the money is still available, quickly get the supplies from these poor people. How could you do this? Our family's whole meal is gone. Buying food is life-saving. I didn't compete with you, I just offered a higher price. Who are you willing to sell to? Is their freedom? Can you control it? Please help us. My daughter is only 9 months old and I don't have anything to eat, so there's no milk for her. Both of us are starving to death. Single mom with 8-month-old daughter seeking help. Once someone agrees, she will definitely be bitten and turned into a scapegoat, but it's still strange. In her past life, she persisted with her daughter for a long time. Yahello was definitely not as simple as she seemed on the surface. 10 days later. By now, most of the things in their homes have probably been eaten up. Are these 2 green teas finally unbearable? Why did you think about watching videos with me? You've all lost weight. Congratulations. He actually has so much food left. Zhang, why do you have so much food in your house? Did you stock up on something you bought last time? Is it warm over there? Why are you still wiping sweat? You're just talking about junk food. When I'm too lazy to cook, I just eat a little and don't usually move much. And I installed a fireplace in my home. It's so warm and uncomfortable inside the house. Brother Zhang, you're really amazing. You're so well prepared. Yuqing admires you so much. Can I come to your house and have a look? We haven't seen each other for a long time, Yuqing. I miss you so much. Let me give you some sweetness first, stabilize the long-term meal ticket, and then we can talk about it. You should rest well at home on such a cold day. It's really disgusting. I must have had a mental illness before, otherwise why would I have pursued such a woman for 2 years? Although I don't know how cold it is outside. But judging from your appearance, the temperature should be quite low. Zhang, don't go too far. We're suffering from cold and hunger. If you don't help, even if it's okay, you're still saying cool things here. Oh, I stopped pretending so quickly. It's profitable and I took the initiative to come knocking on my door, but I haven't seen you find the rich second generation to take over the deal. You can pretend not to think of me as a fool. Zhang, please shut up. I'm just telling you the truth. Why are you so excited? We're not related, so why should we help? You bastard. Damn it, what are you to call me? It's not that you weren't confident back then, otherwise now we could also enjoy the things at Zhang Yi's house. He's much stronger than the wealthy second generation now. When did he pretend to be aloof? Has he been exposed now? Who cares about him? Lin Caning, you despicable woman. Tianhai City has issued a notice that in order to meet everyone's demand for electricity, power will be supplied every afternoon from 1 to 2 o'clock. High-power appliances cannot be used, only small-power appliances such as water kettles and mobile phones can be heated. Currently, major power stations are experiencing a shortage of electricity during their shutdown period. We hope that everyone will consciously reduce their electricity consumption to avoid large-scale and prolonged power outages. The extent of the disaster is finally so severe that even the authorities can't hide it anymore. Did you see the news? The power outage has already started, and the rumors online are true. What are the people outside doing at this time? My house even froze the water pipes. I still have instant noodles at home. Does anyone want 5,000 yuan per pack? Knowing that the world is in the apocalypse, money is almost impossible to have any effect in the short term, yet one still needs to exchange life-saving supplies. Life must go on, even if hope is lost, no one wants to die, and even if it means barely surviving, we must grit our teeth and persevere. Xiaohu, don't sleep. You're leaving. What should I tell your parents? Dr. Zhou is truly beautiful and kind-hearted. Thanks to you, I was able to save this leg. After processing, remember to give me the materials as agreed. This way, we can hold on for a while longer. What are you planning to do now? The whole world is in a snowstorm and you can't go back. Besides Zhang Yi, who else can rely on him now? If it really doesn't work, we'll solve Zhang Yi's problem and occupy his house. Just because the two of us are not enough, we can't let too many people know about this matter. It's too bullying. Zhang Yi deliberately humiliated me by claiming that he had good food and drink at home and asked me to come and sleep with him. What? Zhang Yi is not someone who dares to do such a thing to you. I have to kill him. Zhou Peng, let's find a way to take over his house and live there together. Do you agree? Okay, don't worry, I'll take care of this matter. But you must be careful that Zhang Yi, such a selfish and shameless person, will definitely counterattack, so we have to bring weapons and take action first. If I had to say it, I might as well just beat him to death. Zhang Yi, are you at home? I'm Zhou Peng. What did Zhou Peng come to me for? This guy must not have done anything good to come find me. If you want to kill me, it's up to you guys. Zhang Yi, this is Zhou Peng. Our family has run out of food. For the sake of my colleague's argument, I can't switch lines with you using antipyretic medicine. Sorry about the fever-reducing medicine. You made me think about it. It's okay, I'm so hungry now. We're colleagues who take advantage of others, why don't we take advantage of you? Please open the door quickly. Okay, I'll be right there. Coming. What is this thing? This is swill. Zhang Yi, get out of here. I'll kill you. Ha ha ha, didn't you say you were starving? I'll give you some leftovers. Thank you. How did he know? You wait for me. If I go in, I have to kill you. Another person who doesn't know how to live or die. If I don't go out, I will definitely not go out. I won't take a risk of 1 in 10,000, and I won't risk my life to kill you all. Shot. Someone in the community actually has a gun. Chen Jinghao is not dead yet. After the water supply was cut off, it was usually at this time that he went out to dig up snow and came back to melt it. When he drank water, he and his team set their sights on this opportunity. The residents on the 3rd floor are doomed. If their supplies are stolen and they are shot, they won't be able to hold on for long. How GE has taken all his things. What should we do next? Don't rush to give this group of soft eggs a warning first. Yahello Community Unit 25 Owner Group. None of us can expect to rely on ourselves after the heavy snow closed the city for so long. From now on, I, Chen Jinghao, will assume the responsibility of Building 25. After that, everything here is up to me. Obey me obediently, I can let you live well. Whoever dares to be a leader, he. Chen Jinghao is so clever, no wonder he can thrive in society. Pistols, bullets, and the number of subordinates are ultimately limited. He cannot compete with the entire building, so he will use both soft and hard tactics to make everyone wary. I have added a new group again. For G267B resistance against Chen Jinghao Owner Group. Chen Jinghao is simply a devil. He robbed 3 households and broke into them all. There are 2 young people living in room 301 on the 3rd floor. They have a strong temper and wanted to resist, so they were shot and killed by him. The other 2 households, 302 and 401, were so scared that they obediently handed over all the food and drink at home. We must unite together to fight against bullies like Chen Jinghao. But he has a gun in his hand. What's the point of having a gun? How many bullets can a gun have? We all rushed forward and he couldn't stop us at all. When should we start? This is a plan to rise up. Well, this is not a problem. We can definitely deal with him. After all, he is an outlaw and has a few thugs under his command. We need to think it through in the long run. To act recklessly is the behavior of a reckless man. We must win with wisdom. I'm really going to go up and start shouting wisdom wins again. I'm afraid I shouted so arrogantly just now to make others' blood boil and block bullets. We can't let Chen Jinghao and his team continue like this. If they keep going, everyone will be killed by him. Even if they don't get shot and robbed, they'll still be dead. I can lead everyone to come with me and teach this group of mixed dogs a lesson. Uncle Yu, I support you. If you need a weapon, we can use our kitchen knife for you. Chen Jinghao is just a cripple, Uncle Yu. You should find an opportunity to sneak attack him from behind and not give him a chance. Chen Jinghao and his team have 5 or 6 people with guns in their hands. I definitely can't go alone. At least a dozen young men need to be with me to be safe. No, Mrs. Lin from the neighborhood committee just cheated us out of our supplies. Who knows if Uncle Yu will be like her? That old lady cheated out the life-saving supplies. What if you bring someone with combat effectiveness to surrender to Chen Jinghao and the remaining elderly, weak, women, and children? If we don't resist, will we wait for Chen Jinghao to come and harvest one by one? If we don't unite, we will be defeated one by one sooner or later. Lu Tiantian is right. Who knows if Uncle Yu is an insider who colludes with Chen Jinghao to lure the enemy deeper? Who likes to be the scapegoat? Take the initiative and be accused by you of being a cowardly coward who is greedy and afraid of death. Who are you calling a coward? If you become an elite and get killed, who will protect your wife and children? Anyway, Chen Jinghao can't hold on for long like that. Or am I expecting too much from them? Until now, they are still shifting blame to each other, and the vast majority of these people deserve to die. Very hot, very hot. Are you all waiting for the banquet slowly? Hurry up and be nimble. How GE, why don't we just forget about it? Other people in this building must still have food, so we shouldn't treat our own brothers now. Stop talking nonsense. If you were to throw it away, it would be embarrassing. Even if you died of illness and put it in the house, you also want to become like them. No, 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 How GE is right. When everyone is dead, we should make the best use of everything. It's a great thing that they can help us live a little longer. It's good that you understand. It's not a waste of my hard work. If I didn't have a gun in my hand, this group of people wouldn't necessarily listen to me. Only when they all eat meat can they be considered as grasshoppers on a rope. Chen Jinghao is really ruthless in keeping the bodies at the door, probably because he is preparing to use them as backup rations when there is no food. If he really provoked me, I'll find a chance to kill him. The next day. Woo-woo, everyone, come and save me. I live downstairs from Chen Jinghao's house, and they are smashing the door. Yu Jiguang, Uncle Yu, please save me. Aren't you a veteran? They definitely can't beat you. This group of people can't be trusted to be too vicious. Everyone needs to unite. If anything happens to me, it will be your turn next. I don't ask you to spare me. I'll give you everything I eat at home. Please spare me. Help. Let you be a turtle with a shrinking head, and the retribution will come. Fortunately, it was you who was the first to be operated on in the current world newspaper. Dead enough to buy time for everyone. No, we must find a way. We can't continue like this. If Chen Jinghao and those scumbags can attack other women, sooner or later they will also attack us. Is there any other way we can't get into Zhang Yi's house? We will soon end up in the same situation as Lu Tiantian. Tell trustworthy people that Zhang Yi has supplies at home and join forces to occupy his home. Welcome to join the new group chat Mutual Aid Group. Mutual Aid Group. Zhang Yi, it's too dangerous outside now. Chen Jinghao and his team will eventually grab us. Everyone is scattered and we lack a good base. Your home has a balcony and a sturdy anti-theft door. We hope you can join our team. It seems that Fang Yuqing has already told them about the situation here, and the gimmick is quite good. He didn't ask Chen Jinghao who disabled his leg. Mutual aid group. Sun Jichao has joined the group chat, and Wang Man has joined the group chat. I don't need to thank you. I'm currently living very comfortably alone. If you're looking for a shared apartment, please find another one. The abacus beads are all on my face. They don't really think this trick will work, do they? Zhang Yi, everyone's life is in danger now. You can't be so short-sighted. Only by being together can we survive. Just because your floor has a balcony for easy access to snow and water, everyone chose your home for mutual benefit and protection. I admit that we have a need for you, but do you think that as long as you let us take refuge in your home, you can save 7 or 8 lives? Can you bear to watch us be killed by Chen Jinghao? We have been friends and neighbors for so many years. At this point, whether we can survive or not depends on our own abilities. You have no value to me, so why should I give you alms? Zhang Yi has exited the group chat. It's simply heartless. We are all acquaintances, and it's his fault for saying such inhumane words. For the sake of my cousin's face, I agree to let you live in for now, and you also promise to persuade Zhang Yi to let us move into his house. Now he doesn't even agree with you talking about this matter. What should we do? You don't have to be polite to this kind of person. There's only one person at home. Let's wrap ourselves tightly and take good protection before forcefully breaking in and taking it down. Just do it like this. People who only consider themselves and don't know how to think about others don't deserve to live in such a good house. I used to work in a locksmith company and was familiar with this kind of thing. Various locks commonly used in the market can be opened easily. Great, as long as we can open the security door, so many of us will rush in. I wonder how he will resist. Besides splashing water, you have no other means to make it out. Once we get in, you'll be finished, Zhang Yi. Sliding door lock field. The security door with 5 layers of defense installed is comparable to the anti-theft level of a bank vault. If it's so easy to pry open my money, wouldn't it be a waste? Safe house control system. The high voltage defense function has been activated. Help me. Ah. Zhang Yi, damn beast. Get out of here. We were planning to come over and discuss living with you in a friendly manner. How could you possibly kill someone? Now that Lu Tao has passed away, you don't intend to give us an explanation. Do you want to keep pretending? After you pry open the door, the next step is to kill me or drive me out and let me fend for myself. It was originally my home, but you guys are actually distributing it like masters without knowing what to do. Let's go first. Zhang Yi really wants to kill us. Leave the Green Mountains behind without worrying about running out of firewood and temporarily retreat. Wait, don't leave me behind. Wait for us, Sister Wang. These arrows are all rusty. That turtle grandson is really malicious, deliberately using rusty arrows to deal with us. Without antibiotics, if you get hit in this weather, you can only wait for death. No, no, how could this happen? You bitch, it's all your fault. Didn't you say that his house only has a sturdy door? Why are there arrows? Did you already know that's why you ran so far? I don't know either. He didn't use crossbows to attack us the last 2 times we went over. Cousin, please don't do this. I can testify that Yuqing really doesn't know. We are all injured now and someone has to take care of us. Can't you come over and help me? The injury is so severe that we can only seek help from Dr. Zhou. Dr. Zhou, our lives depend entirely on you. Another arrow wound. Who else has been shot by an arrow? No, it's a patient from the previous hospital. The injury is too deep, unless there is professional equipment for surgery, I am not absolutely sure. Simple treatment or pulling out the arrow can cause infection. Without antibiotics or other medications for treatment, it is feared that Zhang Yi has such a cruel heart. He must have done it on purpose. How could he be so vicious? Even if we occupy his house, we won't take his life. Zhang Yi is a resident here. It seems like he happened to see these injuries a few times before, and he actually did them. In short, if there is no medication, there is still a great danger in pulling out the arrow rashly. I hope you can understand. Drug. I remember a month ago at Zhang Yi's house, I witnessed someone delivering a lot of medicine to his door with my own eyes. Just about a month ago, Zhang Yi seemed to have changed completely and started frantically hoarding things at home. Almost every day, trucks can be seen delivering goods to him. Once, a pharmaceutical company's car drove to the community to pick up Zhang Yi. Antibiotics are not rare drugs. If he really knew about the disaster in advance and hoarded them, he would definitely have a large amount of antibiotics and anti-inflammatory drugs in his hands. Then quickly go find Zhang Yi. My injury was caused by him. Let him bring the medicine to save me. Oh, I feel like I'm dying. Can you think of a way? We were just driven away by him. How could Zhang Yi come out with medicine to save our lives now? We didn't harm him and even planned to leave some supplies for Zhang Yi after breaking in. It's because he doesn't recognize good people and kills us in his heart. We are the ones who have the upper hand. What are we afraid of? I'll leave this matter to you to handle. Since it was you who proposed it and Zhang Yi has pursued you before, it would be most appropriate for you to handle it. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have been hurt. Yuqing, this matter has wronged you for a moment. We all need to live well to protect you. Then I'll try my best. Dr. Zhou, please help them take out the arrow first and let go to do it. Hello, is there anything wrong? Zhang Yi, Lu Tao are dead. Zhou Peng and the others were shot by you and are almost dead. Woo-woo. Oh, if you die, you'll die sooner or later. Do you think you can survive this snowstorm? The heavy snow has sealed off the city, and this building has become an isolated island. What's the point of surviving now? Once the supplies are depleted, even if they're not killed by Chen Jinghao, the rest will freeze to death and starve to death. Zhang Yi, I know I was wrong. It's all my fault. I didn't want to disappoint your sincerity. I will change it. Can you forgive me? Zhou Peng and the others were shot by you. There's no medicine at home, they'll get infected and die. Didn't you buy a lot of medicine before? Please lend us some medicine. I promise not to disturb you in the future. Zhang Yi, now everyone is in a precarious situation, and there is Chen Jinghao, a bully who harms people's lives and lives. Please don't be too heartless, maybe you will find us useful in the future. Jiuqing, guess why I shot them with rusty arrows? I just want to see you suffer injuries, infections, despair, and pain, gradually tortured to death by illness. The bodies of your accomplices are still at my doorstep and haven't been taken away yet. Anyway, this grudge will never die. I'll help you wait for you to retaliate in the future. We're not that kind of people. Stop talking, Tian Xin. It's really boring. For now, considering that I have had an interest in the other party, Yuqing, I can consider letting her come alone. Brother Zhang Yi, let Qing'er move into your house. From now on, Qing'er will be your woman. Whatever you want Qing'er to do, she can do whatever she wants, okay? Okay, come over quickly. Take me with you, take me with you. However, Yuqing, the only person I love is you. You need to keep your distance from those unscrupulous people and not hold us back, right? Everything is up to you, brother. The final say. Qing'er will listen to you. I'll be right over. Please wait for me for a moment. Get lost and don't stop me from going to Zhang Yi's house. I'm tired of these days. You shameless bitch caused us so much trouble, and now there's no way to leave. Yuqing, how could you treat me like this? Didn't you say that you hate Zhang Yi the most and want to be my woman? Is it a problem for me to pursue my own happiness? Being with you all is only temporary, and if we run out of resources in the future, we should wait for death. You, Jopang, you are a good person. Being cute means we should hope for her happiness, right? Although you have helped me in the past, ultimately what you can give me is more than what Zhang Yi has given me. Cousin, don't be so angry about this cheap woman. It's important to save your life first. Why did Fam Yuqing give you all the benefits? Let go of me. You guys, let go of me. Let me go. Let me go. You also saw that this woman only thinks about herself without considering anyone else. Pay close attention to her and don't let anyone escape. Just now, it was just a temporary treatment. Without medication, there is a high possibility of infection in the future. You need to be mentally prepared. I have another way to deal with Zhang Yi. Is there any way? If Zhang Yi has a fireplace at home, it means he has accumulated a large amount of fuel, and the food in his room is also very abundant in the video. At present, it is obvious that we cannot take down Zhang Yi. It would be better to leak this information and let everyone in the entire unit building know. Hundreds of people, along with Chen Jinghao's group of crazy dogs, demolished his house and will get a piece of the pie from it when the time comes. You guys are so shameless. I will live with Zhang Yi in the future. If you destroy him, what will I do in the future? It's all your fault. You're still here, shameless bitch. Stop it. What's so rare about Jopang, this woman who has caused you such a mess and still wants to embrace other men? Don't say that to her. I truly love Yuqing. As long as I use time to impress her, one day she will fall in love with me. Don't be afraid, I'm here. Useless licking dogs, let that bitch take care of your life and death. Yahello Community Unit 25 Owner Group. Now, my neighbors, I realize that there are still families living such a happy life. This selfish behavior is simply shameless. This is a video and photo of Zhang Yi's family. Think about what kind of days we've been living recently and what kind of days he's been living. Do you think this is fair? Let's discuss how we should handle this matter. This kid actually has so many good things in his family, and it's just a coincidence that new and old grudges have been avenged together. Owner A, Zhang Yi, everyone is living such a miserable life now, almost freezing to death and starving. Your family has so much food and fuel to burn in the fireplace. Can you share some with everyone? Owner B, it means everyone will remember you well. I hope you don't be ignorant. Mrs. Lin. Zhang Yi, I am the director of the neighborhood committee of our community or the elder of our building. I the final say. These materials are given to everyone. Cielime. My baby and I are almost starving. Didn't you praise our baby for being cute before? Save us, I can make the child recognize you as a godfather, and even if you have other requirements, you can do it. Su Hao. As long as you let me stay at your house, I can give you all my assets. No, my father is already dead, and our family has billions of assets to give to you. Oh. Why am I familiar with you guys? At that time, you also treated me like meat on a chopping board, cutting and eating me piece by piece. Who would reason with a group of irrational animals? Is this guy really not afraid of death? Each of us can drown him with just a mouthful of saliva. Bah, this kid is really not something. He still wants to enjoy his own happiness at this point. The deflated brat who can't tolerate oil and salt will definitely be dealt with after I survive this snowstorm. Are you talking in human language? Isn't it right for old neighbors to help each other for so many years? What's the point of living alone? Young people don't just think about lying down comfortably, they need to know how to contribute. If it weren't for you secretly hoarding supplies without informing us, how could we have ended up today? It's all your fault that everyone is living such a miserable life now. You must make amends. It's quite boring to stay at home every day, otherwise I'll go out for a trip at some time. By the way, Don't I still have a few snowmobiles in my warehouse? Although I can't leave now, with this method, my safety will be guaranteed and I can go out and enjoy the breeze. Joker. Mr. Zhang, our family's food and medicine have been depleted. As a doctor, you are very rational. Not only did you not sell your misery for charity, but you also wanted to exchange with me. The reason why Joker died in the previous life was because she gave the last food to Xiaolime and her daughter. She looked so cold, but at the critical moment, she was much warmer than others. Otherwise, it would be nice to keep her to take care of me, but unfortunately, the smarter a woman is, the more likely she is to betray her. I'm really afraid of death. Although Zhou Qier can indeed consider it, I cannot let her in without 100% certainty. If you want to exchange, at least come up with something that is useful to me now. Can we just treat it as a prepaid consultation fee? I really can't hold on anymore. I have never begged a stranger like this before. I can give you food and medicine, but you also have to do me a favor. What busy? It's simple. Those neighbors are about to lose their grip on me. I need you to monitor their action plans and report back to me at any time. Whether Dr. Zhou betrays them and surrenders to me or continues to watch the crowd depends on your choice. I promise you. Very good, hooked. You must come to me with useful intelligence to exchange for what you want. You know what to do next. Well, I understand. Zhang Yi, where have you been? Give us an answer quickly. Will you hand over the supplies in your hands or not? Taking advantage of every inch and getting addicted to it. Even if I burn all the things at home, it's not your turn to get a share of the pie. How long can you keep bouncing around when the culprit is about to die and still be stubborn? Capture Zhang Yi's strategy group. Sun Jichao invites Chen Zhenghao to join the group chat. Everyone, our primary goal now is to deal with Zhang Yi and his family, whose supplies are probably more than the sum of all of us. As long as we knock him down, we can obtain a large amount of supplies, so you don't have to worry. I won't hit anyone else now. But I want half of the supplies obtained from this operation. For now, everyone should temporarily put aside their previous grudges, and the primary goal is to break into Zhang Yi's house and retrieve the collective supplies. Everyone is crazy. We need to notify Xiao Zhang quickly. They need to act quickly and tell him. Zhang Yi. Joker. They're planning to go to your house. Oh, got it. Joker. They have gone crazy after watching the video, and every household is preparing to go there. Don't you think of a way. Don't come over this time. Remember, I'm only reminding you once. Then wait and watch the show. Zhang Yi. The knife is in my hand. Follow me and kill Zhang Yi. Kill that shameless, selfish ghost. This is all because that guy brought himself to die. He deserves it. Zhang Yi, get out of here and don't want to die. This is your last chance. Don't wait for us to rush in, otherwise it will be too late to say anything by then. Sun Jichao and Chen Zhenghao are really good teammates. Let you take the lead and send a group of useless cannon fodder to death. Zhang Yi, get out of here. It's high-voltage electricity. Stay away quickly. Hauge Zhang Yi's house has high-voltage electricity installed on the door, and several people are. So where are you planning to go? Zhang Yi is simply a beast who killed his neighbor. We must kill Zhang Yi to avenge those who sacrificed their lives. Don't be afraid, everyone will use wood to hit the door. He doesn't have much means and is already at the end of his rope. As long as we break through this door, there will be a comfortable heater and endless food waiting for us. Having endured the cold and hunger for over half a month, as long as we can enter that door and get food and a warm room, we deserve to die. Brothers, knock me open the door and kill Zhang Yi. Ha, when are you planning to argue until? Keep going, I'll play some music to cheer you up. Wait a moment, you won't be arrogant anymore. I'll kill you right away. You will die today and pay for my brother's life. I can't do it, I can't do it. Not moving at all. What's going on? What kind of door is this? Why is it so sturdy? When will we be able to break the door at this speed? This is the anti-theft door of the bank vault. It's right where I work. Can't we break this thing by relying on it? Not to mention hitting this top-notch anti-theft door with wood, even a bomb wouldn't be able to open it. If there is no key. Unless you are the world's top locksmith expert, there is only a hint of unlocking. He has a weapon, be careful. Why are you pushing me? Are you crazy? It was you who pushed me, so don't pretend to be aloof. Be careful, I'll kill you first. Ah, Zhang Yi, you bastard. Damn it. Devil. Why don't you go to hell, you scumbag who's inferior to pigs and dogs? Don't worry, everyone. I have a solution. The door is made of alloy and we can't open it. Yeah, why didn't I expect that? It won't be long before so many of us can smash this wall to pieces. That's it. Immediately, Zhang Yi, that dog thief, won't be able to laugh anymore. Why is it so hard? There are also iron plates inside this wall. Why is this happening? Whose house is using steel plates to build walls? I don't believe this house is all made of iron. The question you can all think of is that I ignored the outer wall of this house and reinforced it with 20 centimeters of stainless steel material. If the shells can't break, it's up to your broken hammers and axes. Keep up the good work, it's meaningless except for increasing consumption unnecessarily. How could this happen? Why would someone make the house like this? We saw him renovating his home, but we never expected it to be like this. Zhang Yi. He knew there would be a snowstorm long ago, and everything he did was to prevent us. A despicable person only cares about their own life and doesn't consider everyone else. If we all die, what's the point of living alone? If you were the only one in the world, wouldn't you be lonely? Can you sleep at night so you don't feel guilty? One day, you will be plagued by self-blame and regret for not helping us today for a lifetime. What's the rush? This is just the beginning. Even if their walls are made of iron, wouldn't there still be overhead and floor? If the soldiers split into two groups and dismantled it for me, I wouldn't believe it. He made a tin box and came it out. Chen Jinghao has a good brain, but unfortunately I'm not stupid. No, it's impossible. How do we get in here? The same goes for the top, bottom, left, and right. Zhang Yi's house is a tight iron box. I'm so hungry, it seems like I'm almost starving. Yeah, isn't this just meat? Oh, it's still a bit hot after working for so long. It's just that I'm exhausted. Is there really nothing we can do? Damn it, Zhang Yi. How can you live alone compared to so many of us? Sacrifice yourself. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Maybe we can try walking on the balcony. When he renovated the balcony, he changed it into a French window with a large area of glass. Maybe he could break in. Since there are windows, there must be exits left. It's impossible to seal them all. As long as there is a window, you can rush in. Hee hee. If there really are zombies, it's probably similar to this group of people now. I broke this glass and you're done for, you damn selfish scum. You don't have much time left to act recklessly. Today is your deadline. So many delicious foods are all mine, all mine. You won't be able to call out soon. Don't forget to thank me for warming you up, this group of frozen ghosts. What's up there? Ah, the fire was an incendiary bomb thrown by Zhang Yi. Falling to death is better than being burned to death, isn't it? Help me. Help me. Don't do it. Help me. Help me. I don't want to die, please. Get lost. Get lost. You're hopeless like this. Don't let us get involved. Don't come over, you're hopeless. What should we do if it burns us down? Get out. Warm, really warm. Zhang Yi, I'm starving. Please help me, even if it's just a piece of bread, etc. Please, it's our fault. You still have so many things at home, can you give me some? Whatever you want us to do in the future, we will listen to you. Don't look so uncomfortable, everyone. Whenever I feel uncomfortable, I feel like eating. I can give you another chance. I can give you another chance. Who's going to bring Chen Jinghao's head over now? I'll take care of him eating until he's full every week. Why don't you keep fighting? Did Zhang Yi tell them something? Whatever you want, get lost to me. Who can kill Chen Jinghao? I will immediately provide him with a week's worth of food. The despicable and shameless turtle grandson has even come up with my idea now. Wait, what about the Yi family when you leave? What else can we do if we can't get in by attacking? Let's figure it out later. The next day. How many people did Chen Jinghao kill if he really had to take action? We can get them before he shoots. It's already here, why are you talking nonsense? If you keep starving, you'll be dead. How long can Chen Jinghao, a cripple, hold on? Give it a try, maybe you can exchange food with Zhang Yi. Who are you waiting for slowly? Hurry up and go out. If it's later, just chew on the ice. It's not that I haven't eaten anything. Hurry up and move your hands and feet. Take advantage of now. How Ji, be careful behind. If you want me to die, go ahead and die first. Remember to chop some for me. Hauga, you got a knife in the back. Si. Dr. Zhou, I have some injuries. Please come over and help me bandage them. I won't help you for free. I can divide these among you. No need, I'd rather die than touch these. I can't bear to have a doctor around me in this world now. It's too important. Don't worry, if one day I have to sacrifice you, I will also leave you at the back. What do you want, C1? It's nothing. You can't leave until my injury is healed. Continuing like this is not a solution. Those minions are now daring to resist, which is very detrimental to us. How Ji Zhang Yi's family, we have attacked several times, but each time we failed. Their house is like a turtle shell that can't be attacked. I don't believe he's not going out. Let's move in next door to his house and take turns guarding him until we have the chance. Where is Dr. Zhou planning to go? Go to the washroom. Chen Jinghao is preparing to move in next door to you and stay watch for safety. Got it, you stay there and observe the situation. Hauga, this house will be yours from now on. We'll leave right away. They were given food for the house, and there was only a little left to live a little longer. It's still too naive. How could we let a duck fly to our mouth for nothing? It's too cold, we need to reserve some food to avoid running out of food when we have time. Wang Min's family. What's going on? It's itching me to death. No, don't do this. I don't want to die. I still don't want to die. It's over. We're all over. We're all going to die. Cousin, please beg Zhang Yi again. If this continues, all three of us will die. I have no choice. You should seek more blessings on your own. A few days later. After squatting for a few days without success, what are you planning to do? Everyone obediently listened to me. As long as we work together, we can still survive. There aren't many bullets left, and in the past few days, all the surplus food we can grab has been eaten up. We need to be wary of outsiders and our subordinates. We must quickly take down Zhang Yi, that turtle grandson. He was cowardly and threatened a group of people to be his henchmen, saving himself from being attacked by other groups. How are you doing over there? Chen Jinghao and the others have gone crazy. Now that all the food has been eaten, they are gathering in the apartment. People with combat power have broken into the weak's houses, vandalized and looted. These days, they go out every day to find people. As long as they find a house with someone, they will attack and kill them. I haven't eaten anything in 2 days and feel like I'm starving. Zhang Yi, can you still save me? It's hard to find the chief surgeon from a top-tier hospital who knows everything about Zhou Kuer. We can't let her die like this. After spending a few days, I'm tired of it. I should give her a chance to submit her application and also serve Chen Jinghao a hard dish. After you help me with everything, I can keep you alive. Zhang Yi, get out of here. All I know is hiding in the house all day long. You're just a useless turtle. The feeling of Zhou Ping being infected must be unpleasant, right? Your wound is at least 10 centimeters deep, and the tetanus bacillus on the rust enters your wound like a maggot encountering a decaying corpse and begins to multiply wildly. The temperature outside is very cold, but your flesh and blood are hot. Bacteria multiply and eat your flesh and blood in that hotbed, and finally flow throughout your body along your blood vessels. Zhang Yi, I killed you. Anyway, you will definitely die. There is no cure for the late-stage infection. It's better to do the things you didn't dare to do while you're still alive. That's right for you. I'm going to die. What else should I be afraid of? Rain and clear. Zhou Zhouping, what are you doing? Yuqing, will you marry me? No, I don't want to. Get rid of the thing that's about to die. If it stinks, I'll have to go find Zhang Yi. Who are you, old man? You're not even a spare tire with me. No, this is not true. No, you love me. I'm about to die. Let's go to hell together and be together forever. Don't go away, you're too smelly and disgusting. Do you dare to call me stinky? Isn't it all your fault for making you curse me? You don't need to blame yourself. Who's in such a hurry to jump over the wall? Although it's dangerous, I promised Zhang Yi, and if I don't do it, I will definitely die at their hands. I'll go help him. Ha ha ha, I knew you couldn't resist. I don't want to die, I want to live. Okay, go help him. The axe and firewood are both chopped over there. Give them to me. Watch, don't let the fire go out. Fortunately, they are not guarding me. I should be able to take action now. I never expected Dr. Zhou to join our group one day. I'll go back and eat. What Hao Ji said is that even a beautiful woman who is extremely hungry will willingly fall into depravity. A total of half a bottle of sleeping pills can make a person fall into deep sleep within half an hour with just one pill. What we need to do now is wait and pray that they won't notice that I've tampered with this pot of soup. Why is Hauga so tired today? Can you stop feeling sleepy after eating and drinking enough nonsense? The medication has been released on time. I gave them a lot of sleeping pills, and they all fell asleep. What are you planning to do next? Zhang Yi. Drag them onto the balcony. Very good, Chen Jinghao and his lackeys are all here now. Are you planning to kill them? It's not me who will take action, but you. Retrieve the handgun from Chen Jinghao and hand it over to me. Then use these ropes to tie their hands back to the railing. You must be too careful, right? Can't you come and help me? Be careful when sailing a 1,000-year-old ship. I won't let myself take any risks. Remove the magazine of the gun and throw it to me along with the handgun, then you can go back first. How can I trust you? What if you turn against me and don't recognize me? You have no other choice but to trust me. The appearance is the same as what was seen in the surveillance footage, which is the one in Chen Jinghao's hand. What does he want to do? The way these people freeze to death alive is cruel enough, but safe and effective. Ah, it's so cold, I'm freezing to death. Who did it and where did the cold water come from? What's going on? I've been drugged. Zhang Yi. You guys are almost at it. You should go die now. All right, anyway, it won't survive soon. Watering it again would be a waste. You have passed the test and can come over now. Okay, I'll be right there. I am currently at the door. Not scanning for dangerous goods is good. You can come in now. Haha, it's so hot. This kind of warmth has been too long gone. Dr. Zhou, have you forgotten some important things? For example, proving that you are harmless to me. What do you want me to do? It's easy to prove that I haven't hidden any weapons that are harmful to me. You have already decided to stand on the same boat as me. Being honest with each other is completely harmless, isn't it? Is this okay now? Very good. Your attitude is perfect. Let's go take a hot shower first. You've been working hard for so many days. I have selected a set according to your size. Please try it out and see if it fits well. If it doesn't, I will find another one for you. Confiscate. I'm done washing. Thank you. Your clothes are just the right size. Sit down, Joe. You have to remember that I let you stay here because you are still valuable to me, and this is a favor for you. So you must obey all orders, and I will mercilessly kill you if you have any ulterior motives. This guy is really cold-blooded to the extreme. The second bedroom is equipped with surveillance cameras throughout the house, and the doors and gates are made of materials that only allow entry and exit during my designated time periods. If you have any objections, you can leave now. Okay, I'll listen to you. A wise choice, and you are aware of the situation outside. Apart from relying on me, there may not be a better way out. So now I'm going to tell you a secret. Listen carefully. Are you willing to tell me the secret? Keeping secrets is also an important part of establishing a cooperative relationship. The reason why I dare to do so is naturally because I have the confidence not to be afraid of leaking secrets. The people who tried to kill me before were all killed by me, and you didn't miss it either. I see. I believe you have also seen online that the gamma-ray burst caused by supernova explosions is the fundamental reason for this snow disaster. As far as I know, radiation can not only change the weather but also affect the human body, allowing ordinary people to master superpowers. At least that's how I am. The superpower I have acquired is to obtain an independent 6-dimensional space. The resources inside the house are just a drop in the bucket. Most of the materials I store are in another space. Once I die, those materials will also disappear together. So only when I am alive can you have the opportunity to enjoy these and have a way out. Surprisingly, there really exists a superpower. Eat it, this is yours. You haven't gained my full trust yet. You should understand how to handle the household chores. Don't let me give orders one by one. The sewer has long been frozen. When using the bathroom, remember to throw the installed plastic bag out of the hidden door of the window. After that, you will also do this thing. It is the duty of a maid to exchange labor and food for compensation. Besides that, what else can you offer me, Dr. Zhou? I understand, Master. The next day. I haven't woken up yet. It seems like yesterday caused her a lot of trouble. Do you want to come out and eat something? Have you finished eating? I haven't eaten enough yet, but I can't eat too much at once, otherwise it's easy to cause gastroenteritis. So it's time to finish eating. Come here to work. What are we going to do? Go ahead, that piece of ice has been smashed. Why do we still do this when everyone is already dead? Even if the scum turns into a corpse, it's still there and it's annoying, just like a fly. Let's talk about it. Smashing the bodies of this group of people as a warning to others can also make the remaining people understand who is the worst to mess with. For our unbreakable partnership, Dr. Zhou, now it's your turn to appear. You're too steady. You're recording. Record the process and show those dishonest guys. We have to let them know who is the boss of this building now. Large group of homeowners. Upload completed. This devil has finally died. Finally, he's dead. I can go out now. Damn it, it died so well, ha ha ha. Chen Jinghao is dead. From now on, this building belongs to me. You killed Chen Jinghao. You're really amazing. Thanks to you getting rid of that damn demon. Zhang Yi, do you still have food at home? I'm starving. My son is dead and my daughter is dead, but I still want to live. She actually survived until now. Zhang Yi, are you currently with Zhou Ke? Since brother Zhang Yi has already passed away, can Qinger go to your house now? Don't you want Qinger to have enough food, warm clothes, and a happy life? You are not allowed to have sex with other women. You are mine, everything about you belongs to me. You're not dead yet, are you? So Zhang Yi thought I was dead before letting Zhou Ke, that slut, live in their house. Brother Zhang Yi, I'm still alive. I'm the one who loves you the most. Zhou Ke, what's the point of driving her out of the house? And then the two of us live together. Oh bitch, let go of me. I'm going to Zhang Yi's place. Fang Yuqing. You deserve to die for causing us so much trouble. Wang Min, why can you live a good life and go to hell with me if you think so beautifully? Lin Caning. I won't be like them, so don't worry. If Fang Yuqing saw Zhou Ke and me together now, would she be so angry that she went crazy? Qinger, you are a good person, but unfortunately you came too late. Now I have met a better person. You will bless us, right? No, you can't do this to me. Qinger loves you the most. She must have lied to you. She doesn't really like you. Give me a chance and I will prove that I am the one who truly loves you. No need, Ke and I truly love each other. She's much stronger than you. How could I give up on her for you? Do you think you're qualified? Let's not keep in touch in the future. I'm afraid she might misunderstand. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Zhang Yi, you were so devoted to me for 2 whole years before, but why have you changed your mind now that I'm so proactive? It's all Zhou Ke's fault. Why did that bitch steal my things? She deserves to die. Ha ha ha, the white lotus flower is your self-indulgence, this is retribution. Damn it, you deserve it today. I've played enough, there's no need to keep talking to this woman. Anyway, she will die in this apocalypse soon. Do you think I'm cruel? I believe you must have your own reasons for doing this. You just need to understand. Lunch is ready. Try everything you make yourself first. Yahello Community Unit 25 Owner Group. The snow disaster is about to pass. My relative is up there and he told me. You all have to listen to me now, or else you'll all be pulled out and executed by firing squad. Did you hear me? Bring me some food right now. This is because they are still afraid that I might poison them. It's so strange. I remember Chen Jinghao first robbed Aunt Lin. It's a miracle that she can survive until now. When I went to treat Lin Xiaohu, I pitied them and gave them some supplies. At that time, the snow disaster had just begun, and I thought it would pass quickly. Now that I know the situation, I will definitely not act rashly again. That's not the problem. The supplies you provided should have been used up long ago, right? What did she rely on to sustain herself until now? Lin Xiaohu died about 10 days ago because he didn't have any medication. I see. That makes sense now. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. When will this snow disaster actually begin? Who knows? The changes in nature are not something that humans can control as long as we can live. Uncle Yu. Hello, Uncle Yu. Zhang Yi, how are you doing now, Coco? Uncle Yu, why are you being polite to me? Just say what you have to say, and I will do my best to help anyone I can. Uncle Yu is one of the few good people who is honest, loyal, and honest. He is also a member of the Lianjiao family. Now that he has bought it off, it won't be bad for me to use in the future. Wow. It's like this, Cieli Mei. Her daughter Tangbao has a fever. I don't have any medicine at home. She's all red now, and both her mother and I are so anxious to see her. Do you have any medicine left over there? Uncle Yu has been a bachelor all his life. Cieli Mei is young and has a lot of body shape. She took the initiative to find him and couldn't control her. So it's like this, I still have a few boxes of medicine here. You can come over and get them later. How can I thank you for this? You've helped me twice. I'll leave the words here. As long as one day you need me, I won't refuse. That's a big deal. We've known each other for so many years, and Uncle Yu is even closer than my own uncle. Don't be polite to me. Come over and get the medicine. Cieli Mei is indeed not simple. Only Uncle Yu in the whole building hoarded supplies under my reminder. Among so many people, only she found the best choice. Do you have such a good relationship with Uncle Yu? The fact that all disturbances in the world are for the sake of profit also applies in the end times. Uncle Yu is a kind and strong-willed person. Let him owe me a favor, maybe I can use him in the future. And from the bottom of my heart, I don't want the radiance of humanity in him to dissipate in this apocalypse. It's something particularly precious. Zhang Yi, this is Yu Jiguang. Are you at home? What is she doing here? Is that Uncle Yu? Yes, it's me. Zhang Yi, our sugar treasure has a high fever that hasn't subsided. Can you help her? Then quickly take the medicine and give it to the child to eat. Being sick at this time is not a small matter. Zhang Yi, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Zhang Yi, I beg you, can you let the baby stay in your house for a while? You have a heater at home, which is relatively warm. It's too cold in our house. The baby is sick now, and I'm worried she might freeze. Can you be kind and help us? This is taking advantage of every inch. I'm afraid it's just letting the child in. As a mother, you can also benefit from it and enjoy it together, right? It's Sister Xia, right? I can't let anyone in during these extraordinary times, especially since the coal at home is almost burned out and the temperature isn't much higher than outside. Zhang Yi is interesting enough to us. He even sent medicine to the child. Let's go back and cover ourselves with more clothes to prevent freezing. What do you, as a man, know? A baby so young, how can you bear it? Zhang Yi, I know this request may not be appropriate, but I really have no choice. Please, for the sake of the baby and for the sake of Brother Yu's face, let the baby stay at your house for a while. If I had promised before the end of the world, but as you all know, now everyone in this building wants my life to take over my house again. I'm really scared. I'm not afraid of 10,000, but if you can understand me, can't you, Uncle You? Zhang Yi is already good enough for us, otherwise who would be willing to give us medicine? Do you know how difficult it is to get medicine now? But didn't he let Zhou Kuer live in their house? Is there a problem with Zhou Kuer being my girlfriend? Although it may just be a casual response, I'm still happy to hear him say that for some reason. Let's go, don't cause any trouble for them. Zhang Yi is good enough to us. Don't go too far. I know I don't want to do that either. It's all for the sake of the child. Sorry, Zhang Yi. Don't argue with her about this matter. Thank you very much. It's okay, I can understand. During special times, everyone should understand each other. It's still troublesome with Cheryl May around. Isn't there a lot of people like her? That's right. But I have a good relationship with Uncle You, so I need to be wary of her interfering and ruining my plans. How can you take advantage of others to take care of your children? Isn't that all for the sake of the child? If something happens to her, what's the point of me living? I understand, but as a person, one should at least know how to repay kindness. If it weren't for Zhang Yi, I never thought I wouldn't have survived until now by hoarding supplies in advance. I must find an opportunity to repay this great kindness and virtue in the future. Actually, I don't think you need to be so grateful to Zhang Yi. At least he's still guarding against you, right? What do you mean, when someone's kindness reaches your mouth, what does it become? I'm not talking nonsense. I think he helped you before, but he didn't suffer much loss. The medicine was thrown out, but he was still guarding against you. Maybe he just intentionally gave you some small favors and hopes that one day you can be his henchman. If he were really a good person, he could have used those vicious means to kill dozens of neighbors. Besides, his house is mostly occupied by the three of us, so there's nothing wrong with it. That's enough. Don't say such things again in the future. I, Yu Jiguang, am so loyal that I can tell the difference. Even my benefactor suspects me, so I'm not a person anymore. I'm sorry, it was my fault, but I was also doing it for your own good. It's not wrong for everyone to be more careful at this time. Today, I slept in the living room, and you two used a big blanket. Well, I'll move a mattress over right away. We cannot give up now. We must find another opportunity to enter Zhang Yi's house. Baby, I don't care how much it costs for our mother to survive. Step up. Don't let him run away. What about Uncle Er? Leave it here first, get it done, and then bring it back. 24th floor. Old donkey, come over and open the door. Wrap it around me. Cover your ears. It's an explosion right at the door. The living room and second bedroom are both safe and sound inside the house. Could a stranger's face be an intruder from another unit building? Weapons include steel bars, wooden boards, axes, and plywood used on construction sites. The Enterprise Group in Building 26 next door is renting a house and living with a group of workers, who should be them. It's just for me. I'm afraid the intelligence from home has already been leaked to the outside world. What did you do, donkey? You're making this damn thing that can't even open a door. This is not right. The explosives I mixed are fine. Is it because they got damp? No, let's just smash it. I want my life. Let's see if your lives are enough first. The simplified version of white phosphorus dissolved in sulfur dioxide, white phosphorus bomb, burns at a temperature exceeding 1000 degrees Celsius. It's an incendiary bomb running towards both sides. Ah. Help me. Help me. Where did someone shoot from? Uncle, save me, uncle. I'm sorry, I didn't buy a machine gun. Otherwise, I'm afraid hundreds of bullets would have been depleted. ICE has already eliminated most vulnerable groups, and in the future, the enemies will only become more difficult to deal with. Fierce characters must find ways to obtain more powerful weapons. Kill all these prepared guys to feel at ease. It's okay now. Zhang Yi. I'm not afraid, I just thought it was safer to hide in a corner after the earthquake. It's a full 24 floors. If there's an earthquake, hiding anywhere can crush you. What just happened? In that case, those workers are actually more dangerous than Chen Jinghao. He's just bullying ordinary people with a gun in his hand. Nowadays, everyone is in a precarious situation. Workers with strong physical strength live together, knowing their roots and backgrounds, and they are definitely more united than outsiders. Fortunately, I killed the one who could explode, otherwise I wouldn't be able to sleep soundly at night in the future. What should we do afterwards? Should we seek revenge against them? Of course, revenge is necessary, but I won't personally take action. In order to live a peaceful life in the future, we still need to find some people to be cannon fodder. Owner group. What was that noise just now? Was there an earthquake or was there a shell attack? Is the sound coming from upstairs? Could it be a meteorite falling down? Just now, the group of workers from Building 26 broke into our unit building and attempted to kill and steal supplies, but I discovered it in time and drove them away. Zhang Meng, who lives on the 10th floor, has been killed. The sound comes from the explosives they prepared, most of which were dug into tunnels in the snow layer on the first floor. What should we do now? How can we beat those people in the coolie tower? Half of them have died, and the rest are mostly the elderly, weak, women, and children. Fortunately, we have Zhang Yi. With you by our side, our safety is guaranteed. You are our hero. I also used a lot of weapons to deal with them, and now it's difficult for me to protect myself. Let's all seek our own blessings. Uncle Yu. Did the group of people in Building 26, Zhang Yi, treat you badly? Do you want my help? I even drank with that group of people these days, and under Huang Tianfang's support, many people have been killed. Now they have your idea. For safety's sake, I don't have any plans for revenge at the moment, but since Uncle Yu is very familiar with them, why don't you tell me in detail what the situation is with those people and think of countermeasures? Let's work together to deal with them. Are you saying that we should all join forces like Huang Tianfang and his gang to unite and face the outside world? That's right. Only in this way can we have a chance of winning. Then I'll bring up this statement in the group now and see how many of them are willing. There's no need to do this. Instead, it will make them think you have ulterior motives or even slap your nose in the face. What should we do then? What's the rush? If we have enough supplies at home, just wait. After the first round of the Tiana gang, there will definitely be a second round where I killed so many people. They will definitely come back for revenge. At that time, the neighbors in this building will naturally come to us for help. Zhang Yi, you're so clever. Let's just do this. I have something to ask you. What's up? Now those neighbors are superficially praising me, but in reality, they are all afraid and hate me. There are some things that I definitely cannot personally intervene in. The task of secretly collecting intelligence these past few days will be entrusted to you and Uncle Yu. The earlier we figure out the distribution of combat power in the entire community, the more advantageous we will be. I will cheer up. 2 days later. I integrated the information I heard from Uncle Yu with the intelligence I have. The current challenge is that the Tiana gang, located next door in Building 26, is formed with a small engineering team under the Tiana group as its core. The main weapons with strong combat effectiveness are shovel and rebar without guns. The remaining organization with a greater threat is Building 21. The two leaders are Wang Chang and Xiao Lu, who were idle and studying at home before the disaster struck. The people under their command are generally young people in their 20s with strong physique, known as the Wolf Gang. There are not many residents left in the remaining unit buildings, mostly due to despair, suicide, or self-destruction caused by material scarcity, resulting in a significant reduction in staff. There is no need to be afraid. Continuing to gather intelligence, especially whether they have firearms, is crucial to minimize the danger. Be nice with yourself. Uncle has already taken care of everything. Well done. Why didn't Zhang Yi kill the remaining cowards in this building first? When these people are too scared to take it anymore, they will naturally seek your help. The speed of jumping face is as fast as surrendering back then. It wasn't me who brought them here, but I killed them in the end, and it turned out to be my fault. You don't have the ability to resist them on your own. What do you have to do with me? Since those people are as dangerous as you described, why should I go out? You're already safe. What should we do? Isn't this harming us all? Why should the person you recruited let us block your conscience and let the dog eat it for you? TSK, TSK. What do I care about you? Does it have anything to do with me whether you die or not? Don't talk to me about conscience. You guys deserve it. When we attacked my house, which one of you didn't have a share? You don't really think I dare not kill you, do you? What should I do? I thought that if Chen Jinghao died, I would survive, but the people of Tianhe Gang were even more cruel. Can we really just wait to die? This snow disaster will not disappear in the short term, and everyone will die. Uncle Yu, it's time for you to give it your all. Wrap it around me. Don't panic, everyone. The Tianhe Gang only has about 20 members. If we unite as one, we can confront them. Fortunately, Uncle Yu is here. You haven't been talking lately. I thought you were also. Uncle Yu, what do you want to do? Everyone will definitely support you wholeheartedly. Our family's supplies have also been depleted for several days without eating, and now we are so hungry that we have no strength. Zhang Yi has many weapons at home, and he eats enough every day and has combat power. It is the most suitable choice for him to lead us. I can talk to Zhang Yi for a few more words. I'll go talk to him and see if I can persuade him to come out of the woods. Uncle Yu, it's all up to you. What should Uncle Yu and Zhang Yi do now? It's almost time for the fire. When the time comes, you can help me persuade this group of people to obediently listen to my favor and give us this building. Only then can we have safety. I came over to chat with you for the sake of Uncle Yu's face, so it's best to be tactful and say what conditions you have, otherwise. Zhang Yi, please don't. We can do whatever you ask us to do in the future, okay? Oh, is that so? Whatever I ask you to do, do it. All of you agree. As long as you don't want us to die, any other conditions are fine. I want you to take your weapons and fight desperately with the Tianhe Gang. Are you going or not? This. Why should I worry about your life or death if you all want me to work hard? Wait for Huang Tianfang and his men to come and kill you. Stretch out your neck so they can chop it off. Goodbye. Don't hang up yet. We guys will definitely listen to you. Anyway, it's all about fighting to the death and still having a chance to survive. I'll do it with you. Why are you still hesitating? Let's all work hard together and there's still a way out. Do we have to wait for someone to call out and be slaughtered? Well, from now on, everything has to follow my command. If anyone becomes passive and slack off and wants to take advantage of the situation to become a shrinking turtle and reap benefits, then don't blame me for killing chickens as a warning to others. Yahello Community Unit 25 Owner Group. Fong Lin, come out for me. I know you're not dead. I saw you digging in the snow yesterday. Liang Yulu, where are you? Don't hide or pretend not to see the group message. We will come find you when the time comes. I just fell asleep and saw the message. What's going on? Are we going to fight back? Let's all work together. The situation is severe now. Whoever dares to be cowardly behind is betraying all the owners and deserves to die. But don't worry, since I'm giving orders, I won't watch you go hungry. As long as you listen, I'll go out and help you find supplies. To install defensive fortifications throughout the entire building, it is necessary to ensure that this group of cannon fodder has basic combat effectiveness. We must go out to search for supplies and collect more weapons to increase firepower. As for transportation, in the alternate space, there are still snowmobiles and small snowmobiles that are easy to transport outside. In this era of heavy snow blocking the city, it's as difficult as climbing to the sky for others to leave their homes, but I can come and go freely throughout the entire city. Zhang Yi, can you go out and find supplies? With such heavy snow, it's impossible to drive. Do you want to walk out in the snow? Then you'll freeze to death. No matter how harsh the environment outside is, I have to go out and give it a try for everyone. Don't worry, I have been working in warehousing for many years. I know very well where there are warehouses, large shopping malls, and supermarkets in Tianhai City. Since I have become the manager of this building, I must take responsibility for everyone. And my family's supplies are also running out. Going out to find supplies is the only way for us to survive. Zhang Yi, I am truly moved. We treated you so well back then, but now you still. In the future, we will only follow Zhang's lead. Now they are eager to offer you up in the shrine. They can't be considered as a group of cannon fodder for my followers. Just a small and insignificant favor can make these people worship me as a god. But are you really going out? Don't worry, the supplies at home are enough to feed you. I'm just looking for a suitable opportunity to go out and see the situation outside. Then I'll go with you. Do you think I still have doubts about you now that we have this kind of relationship? I trust you 100% when I come back. 4th floor. It's still quite difficult to walk on this kind of snow. Very good. There's no one around, so there shouldn't be anyone watching from high places. It seems that someone will still be targeting me because of this snowmobile in the future. It's been so long since I've been out of the house, and the first thing I've seen is snow racing. It's so exciting. Tianhai Public Security Bureau. The police officer who froze to death. When the blizzard comes, they are probably all on night shifts and don't even have clothes to keep warm. Regardless of the outcome, those who have sacrificed themselves to protect this city are worthy of respect. What's that? It must be related to the gun depot that can keep them guarding before they die. I think the key to the gun depot should be there. Armory. Bullets, pistols, rifles, and even large sniper rifles are available. After being reborn, my mentality has become more stable and my accuracy has improved a lot. Last time I dealt with Huang Tianfang, I almost flawlessly. I must be a shooting genius. With these, I am able to assemble a team with impressive combat capabilities. Next, we should go find some feed for those cannon fodder. Supermarkets closer to residential areas must have been swept away long ago, and suburban shopping malls far away from the city center are much more likely to have materials left behind. Got it. Luxury brands that used to be unaffordable for half a year through frugality have now become worthless waste. Food should be collected along the way down the negative layer, and useful products should be taken away. After being hit by a blizzard, most of the food has gone bad. I won't eat these things for nothing. But there's still more than enough to deal with those guys. He can run in the snow even with this thing. If we get it, we can go out and find food. There's no need to continue suffering. Uncle, I know this in our area. This thing is called a plow, and it's an electric plow. No matter what it is, we have to find a way to get it over to him. The only hope now is that the tool to cross the snow surface will be exposed, and everyone will focus on me. Fortunately, I have obtained firepower supplies and new equipment this time. Zhang Yi, you actually found so many things. It's really hard to find supplies outside. I've run around all the supermarkets and shopping malls I remember nearby, but there are only so many. I put in a lot of effort to help you get these supplies. I really eat meat and vegetables. Long live Zhang Yi. Long live Zhang Yi. Long live Zhang Yi. Long live Zhang Yi. Zhang Yi, you are a great hero. Brother, from now on, you are my own brother. Please bow down to me. These foods will naturally be distributed to everyone, but I, Zhang Yi, will never keep idle people. If you eat these things, you have to pick up weapons to fight against the enemy. Hand over the food. Whoever kills them alone will be rewarded with 5 portions of food. Food for 5 people per person. Go ahead, kill them and you'll have food to eat. Killing a few more is like eating more. Killing more will earn you more. Hey, a bunch of cowards, come here and rush to give away the heads and take a photo. Having fewer people together doesn't give them an advantage. We won and drove away those bandits. We have food now. Timely handling should still be salvageable, but saving his life requires a large amount of professional equipment and medicine. Zhang Yi will not waste precious resources for them. First floor lobby. Well done. Well done. Did you see that? As long as we unite as one, what are these people afraid of? You two, come over here. Work hard. As long as you maintain this momentum in the future, I won't mistreat you. Brother Zhang Yi, we will definitely work hard with you in the future. We all listen to you. You are my own brother. I'm so crazy. Just put in a little extra effort earlier, those should be ours. That's great. What we need is this effect. Next, it's time to allocate food one by one. Do more and take more to get enough to eat. Next time, we have to rush ahead. Next Su Hao. Where's my food? This is your food. Are you joking? Why do I only have one candy? You still have the face to call out. When everyone else was fighting just now, you were wandering behind from beginning to end. Don't think I didn't see it. Even those few people didn't touch this candy. I gave it to you out of conscience. Can you blame me for that? There were only 4 of them, and everyone surrounded me tightly. I didn't even have a chance to get on. That's not my problem. The process is not important. I only look at the results. It's unfair. You're being so unfair. You're clearly targeting me. Fair. What kind of thing are you? You deserve to talk to me about fairness, thinking I'm just reasoning with you. I'm ordering you to rebel and accept punishment, you understand, useless. This is the fate of disobeying the orders of the op. If anyone here thinks I'm domineering, they can put down their food and leave with integrity. I will never cause any trouble for him. Great, then we have reached a consensus. Zhang Yi, you're deceiving people too much. Next time, I hope you can learn better. There is no need for dry food waste in this building. All right, the supplies have been distributed and the rest will be collected for now. Brother Zhang Yi, I haven't received it yet. You're the best to me, and you definitely won't want to make me feel wronged, right? That's right, don't forget me either. I haven't forgotten about you guys. You two didn't have a share in the beginning. Why do others have it? Why don't I have it? This is not true. You wouldn't treat me like this. Didn't you say you like Chinger? It seems like there was such a thing, but you can't take it seriously, can you? Everyone is just playing around. Besides, I am someone who has a girlfriend now. Kuer is 10,000 times stronger than some people. Please don't come and bother me in the future. No, it's not true. You asked me to stay at your house a while ago. Why have you changed your mind now? Shameless women know how to daydream. What is the nickname of a scumbag who thinks she's a fairy and wants to go fishing for the wealthy second-generation Su-Hao every day? Universal socket bus Russian roulette wheel. Ha 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 ha. I never thought there would be such a talent in our unit building. I used to have a crush on her before. If I had known, why would I have put in so much effort? Shut up, everyone. Ah. Being sensible is a reward for you. Thank you, Brother Zhang Yi. I will definitely listen well in the future. The obstructive garbage has disappeared. Next, we need to discuss how to do a good job in the defense of this building. We have 47 people left in our building after removing the children who cannot fight. Excluding Zhou Kuer, Uncle Yu, and Xiaolime, the others were divided into 6 groups of 7 to 8 people each. Take turns all day to prevent people from other buildings from attacking. Once someone is found approaching, knock on the handrail of the stairs or other metal objects to notify everyone. The reward I just mentioned has been effective. If you kill one enemy, you will receive 5 portions of food. If you are only on duty, you can only eat what others have left over. You can arrange this matter for Uncle Yu. Okay, no problem. What's going on outside now? What else can we do? The low-rise buildings in the city are completely covered by heavy snow. Use of firearms. If it continues to develop, even if the heavy snow stops and the temperature returns to normal, it will take at least half a month for the snow to melt. But now it's almost winter and the temperature will only get lower. This is not a problem for us. In the apocalypse, what is more terrifying than the devil is never the environment. No matter when, the only thing that needs to be dealt with the most is humanity itself. This is an assassination artifact. We need to find a chance to try it out. There's a figure in the garage. It seems to be heading towards my snowmobile. Pretending to put the snowmobile in the garage during the day, someone has indeed been hooked, but it's destined to be a waste of effort. Uncle Yu. I took Zhang Yi's instant noodles. Thank you. Don't take to heart the things Cheryl May said to you before. She's just a bit talkative. Uncle Yu and I, why are you so polite? I, Zhang Yi, am not that petty person. You have to think carefully about whether you really want to raise children for others, Uncle Yu. Hi, what are you talking about this year? It's already good that I can find such a woman. Uncle Yu, don't underestimate yourself. In today's world, men like you, who are strong and skilled in fighting, are in high demand. However, Sister Xia is also quite good. After all, if you work hard and ask her to keep a wedding dress for you, it's just too much of a waste of time. Haha, I dare not consider having a child now. Let's wait until we settle down and talk about it later. I'm just talking casually, Uncle Yu. Don't take it to heart. I have great respect for you and Sister Xia, and I sincerely hope that you can be happy. I'll hang up first. If there's anything, feel free to contact me anytime. Some things still need to be taken slowly, don't they? You're right. First floor lobby. Come out quickly, the Tiana gang has launched another surprise attack. Coming out to confront the enemy is like living food. What should we do next, Huang Wei, if they dare to throw things at us despite their opposition? I don't believe these cowards dare to kill anyone they see when they hit him. First, evaluate and take a walk. What should we do? Should we chase after him? I don't even know what's going on outside. It's too dangerous to chase after them. A group of starving wild dogs really chose the time to sneak attack. Can a sniper rifle kill them at this distance? Try this thing to see if it works or not. This sight is really awesome. The ant's little shadow can be seen clearly through it. What's going on? Someone fired a gun. So accurate, am I really a shooting genius? Try again before this strange feeling disappears. From now on, I can hide and kill difficult invaders. There's no need to go out at all. This gunshot is coming from upstairs. It must have been made by Zhang Yi. Could it be a sniper rifle? Oh my goodness, Zhang Yi was a sharpshooter when he was so far away and killed with a single blow. It seems that it's better to obediently listen to Zhang Yi's words in the future. We can live until now because he hasn't gotten angry yet. The gunshots have alarmed many people, and after tonight, there should be many more who cannot sleep. The next day. What I made is not as good as the noodle shops. Don't be too disgusted if you want to eat it. Then practice more. After all, we have a long time. If we eat too much ready-made food, we may get tired of it. Do we occasionally change our taste? I heard gunshots yesterday. Did you shoot from the balcony? I used the sniper rifle I found to kill 7 people, one shot at a time. Zhang Yi, you're really amazing. You're not curious why I used a sniper rifle. What does that have to do with me? No matter what you've done before, now I'm with you. It's better than dying outside, right? You are indeed very intelligent, and having no unnecessary curiosity is also one of the virtues I hope to see. Building 26, Residential Unit Building. Boss, what should we do? Dewey and the others are all dead. We have lost half of our people and still can't do it. What the hell are you doing? They have guns in their hands. What are you doing with them? But if we don't steal his plow and supplies, the owners of our building won't have enough to eat for a few days. Go over tonight and bring back the bodies of Dawei and the others. Building 25. Brother Zhang, why don't you go out? Work hard. If you want to survive in this building, you absolutely cannot provoke Zhang Yi. Uncle Yu, thank you for providing the location of the military camp. During my time out, I will ask you to organize that group of people to keep an eye on the base camp. Don't worry, I'll risk my life to keep this place safe. Building 21. Where is his motorcycle hidden? I sent someone to the garage yesterday, but there was no trace. Our community is quite large, and it's very secretive. It's really difficult to find. Anyway, this car must be controlled by our wolf gang. With that thing, we can go out and search for supplies. When the time comes, expanding our team and forming a bigger gang won't be a problem. Not bad, heroes emerge in chaotic times. This era is our brother's opportunity. Now find a way to get a few packs of cigarettes. I haven't smoked for half a month and I'm going crazy. It seems that unless the heavy snow melts, the only places left to obtain food are a few independent large supermarkets and the warehouse area in the south of the city. Although I have emptied the largest warehouse in South China, there are still goods from other companies over there. Go over and take a look, maybe there's something useful. Changnan Warehouse Area. The warehouses of hundreds of groups in Tianhai City are all concentrated here. If we can retrieve all the materials, not just me. Even feeding thousands of people is not a problem. As expected, all nearby supplies were transported away in advance. Heavy-duty truck excavator Rolls-Royce Phantom bulldozer can eat and use nothing left. Never mind, what if I need it in the future? In the future, snowmobiles will definitely be used as daily transportation, so the fuel in hand may not be enough. Let's go to the gas station and see if there's any way to add more. Damn it, it's buried almost completely. There are no high-rise buildings at gas stations. If we say that, wouldn't it be impossible to find a place to refuel? It's really necessary to save oil after dying. Human resources are really weak. It would be great if we could use large mechanical equipment to dig. Wait, excavation equipment. Can excavators work? At present, the snow layer has accumulated for less than a month and has not yet formed a hard ice layer. This method is feasible. The accumulated ice and snow can reach up to 10 meters, and as long as I dig through the entrance such as doors and windows, I can break through the window and enter. This way, it saves me from digging down. Fortunately, I have operated large trucks and forklifts in the warehouse before, and this is not a problem. It won't take long to make a quick decision. Fortunately, I didn't dig it myself, otherwise I would have been exhausted. The oil storage warehouses at gas stations are usually located underground to prevent any static electricity from entering. With these 3 cans of gasoline and 1 can of diesel, you won't have to worry about refueling when driving in the future. Wait a minute. If this method also works in other places, wouldn't it mean that I can use the snow-covered supplies after the ice is frozen? The human civilization buried by heavy snow so far is something I can grab at any time. We have solved both the fuel and the search for supplies. Let's rest well tonight and set off during the day. Wait until daytime and go to the defense camp address provided by Uncle Yu to take a look. Dr. Zhou, my child has been burning for 2 days. Please think of a way to save his life and continue like this. Although Zhang Yi left this time with food and possibly emergency medicine, he still took everything with him. Dr. Zhou, I still have some left here for this little baby to use first. Don't worry, Zhang Yi will be back soon, and everyone will be better off then. Dr. Zhou, thank you so much this time. And Uncle Yu, without you, I really don't know what to do alone. The medicine given by Uncle Yu is also provided by Zhang Yi. The person you should thank is not me. You're right. Look out. My grandson has passed away, and those of you who have children must not feel any better. Dr. Zhou, please take my son away quickly. Dr. Zhou gave me the child. Calm down, this child is about the same age as Lin Xiaohu. Why is my grandson alive when he's dead? Got you. You didn't save little tiger, so you deserve to die. Uncle Yu, your hand. I'm fine. How are you and that little kid? Did you get hurt by this crazy woman? No, it's just that the child's mother was given by Aunt Lin. If you weren't injured, it's good that Zhang Yi wasn't around during this period. This kind of thing almost happened. If there's a mistake, I wouldn't have the face to explain it to him. I was careless and didn't expect her to be able to survive until now after completely cutting off food. Yu Jiguang, you cowardly coward who is afraid of death. Why don't you go and kill Chen Jinghao? You also owe Xiaohu a life. Zhang Yi, Zhou Kuer, Yu Jiguang, and you all deserve to die. Enough, Zhang Yi killed that scoundrel Chen Jinghao. Without him taking action, we would all have died, otherwise you would still have your life here to do evil deeds. You shouldn't blame him. Zhang Yi didn't deliver medicine to you. It's impossible that Xiaohu died because he refused to lend me the medicine. I begged him at that time, but by the time you delivered the medicine, Lin Xiaohu had already been handed over by your own hands. No, it's not that you lied to me. Xiaohu was already dead at that time. He was killed by you guys. No, it's not like that. It's not me. You actually hit your own grandson? It's a pity that you keep saying how much you hurt Lin Xiaohu. It turns out that you're just holding it in your mouth and afraid of melting. Do you live up to your son and daughter-in-law entrusting your grandson to you? Hey, you said this old bastard has done so many heartless things and is almost dead. Why don't we help her? What do you want? The old thing has so much fat on its body that we haven't had a fire for so many days. Ha, it's time to set off for the defense camp. This is probably where Uncle you mentioned before. I already have one experience. Starting construction today will definitely be much faster. This is the dormitory of the campsite, which should not be far from the weapons depot. It's snowing heavily, and there's no transportation in such a remote place like the campsite. Why haven't we seen any ghosts here? Where have all the strange people gone? Could it be that they all left here early? Could it be that those who were aware of the snow disaster had already transferred their troops and supplies in advance? That group of people must be relying on supplies and weapons to wait for the snow disaster to come back and restore order in the old world. At that time, there may be armed forces emerging as a huge threat. For that time, we also need to prepare as early as possible now. This arsenal is a bit different from what I imagined. Various types of bullets. There are also military sniper rifles. Surprisingly, there are still grenades that have been earned. If they all go out to carry out the mission, they do need to bring their equipment. So half of the items in this warehouse are missing and there are no heavy weapons, but it's normal. At present, what we have collected is completely sufficient. If we want to replenish ammunition and equipment in the future, we can find other similar places. Why didn't you bring anything to eat today? I searched many places today but couldn't find any food. Let's just endure for a while. No, you can't look for so many places outside. It's so uncomfortable to have nothing to eat at night. Have you been busy all day and gained nothing? Have you finished speaking? Recently, you seem to have forgotten who begged me for help in the past. It's not been a few days since you started poking your nose and face. Since that's the case, why don't you just pat and scatter it? After that, your food will be taken care of by yourselves. Zhang, that's not what everyone meant. Everyone understands your hard work. It's not easy to search for food outside with such heavy snow. You can go back and rest first. So let's call it a day and part ways, okay? Shameless guy, we've been working tirelessly for you, and now we have to rely on your face. How can that be? Zhang Yi, it's too difficult for you to go out alone. Why don't you bring a few more people? Your motorcycle is more than enough for 3 people. Let's help find it together, it will definitely be faster. Oh. Zhang Yi, if you need any help, everyone would definitely be happy to assist. Yes, yes, yes. What does Zhang need? We will definitely go through fire and water. Is that so? It's a pity. I won't believe a word of the nonsense you guys are talking about. It seems that the sweetness given is too much, making it difficult for you to see who is the object that must be absolutely obeyed. Zhang Yi, don't act recklessly. We're just discussing with you and have no other intention. It's all his own fault. Everyone didn't think it would harm you. Don't get too excited. You can't learn well without killing a few people. Zhang Yi, have you been out for so long and injured yourself? They are now full and have forgotten who to rely on. I'm fine, it's just a little friction. I have always been kind and forgiving towards them. Let's go back. Kind, you'd better be. Everything is almost ready. If these cannon fodder are not completely consumed, we need to find time to clean them up. Did anything happen in the community during my absence? Are there any movements in other buildings? Our Aunt Lin killed the mother of a child in retaliation for Lin Xiaohu's incident, which was later resolved by several others. She deserved to have taken this step to heaven by her own fault. Also, for Unit 9, the person in charge is Chen Lingyu. She wants me to help you set up a conversation to discuss something. What does Chen Lingyu want to talk to me about? My relationship with her is only between a doctor and a patient. The information only states that I want to talk to the manager of Building 25 about cooperation, but the specific details must be personally handled by you. Why cooperate? Now I don't lack anything, but they can only wait for death in the building and cooperate with me. Then let me tell her you don't want to chat with her. There's no need to be so anxious. Do you know anything about her, and tell me about the specific situation of Building 9? Good. Chen Lingyu controls a beauty and cosmetics company in Tianhai City, which is actually a micro-business enterprise despite a valuation of 200 million yuan. She is close to 40 years old, well-maintained, with a strong personality and excellent skills. Under her management, only 10 people have been injured or killed in Building 9 so far. I have a nodding acquaintance with her. According to the information I have heard, Building 9 is now completely under her and her subordinates' control. At this moment, a woman can actually manage a building. Chen Lingyu really has 2 tricks. I don't know what kind of plan she's up to. If that's the case, do you still want to talk to her? It's okay to negotiate first. I also want to know what other units are currently working on. Chen Lingyu, president of WeChat Forum Group, has sent you a friend request. South China Warehousing Finance Director Li Jian has sent you a friend request. Li Jian had met at the annual meeting of his previous unit, but he still came knocking on the door. Is it consistent with Chen Lingyu's purpose? You have approved the friend application of Chen Lingyu, president of Forum Group, and Li Jian, financial director of South China Warehousing. Hello Mr. Zhang Yi. I am Chen Lingyu from Building 9. Currently, I am in charge of management and would like to chat with you. Are you really waiting for me here? What would you like to talk about? It's not convenient to chat like this. Can we have a voice call? You can't just say something about me. I don't have much patience and don't like to talk nonsense. He's really a tough character. You can't be careless. It is rumored that the strong person who killed half of the residents in Building 25 has a crucial transportation vehicle, a snowmobile, and is likely to possess a sniper rifle, which must be treated with caution. Mr. Zhang Yi, we have heard of your story for a long time and have been hoping to meet you. We know you have a snowmobile to go out and search for supplies, so we hope to cooperate with you. What can you offer me for cooperation? We have a harmonious relationship in this building, and currently there are very few casualties. We can provide you with 76 people to use your snowmobile to expand our territory outside. The efficiency is definitely much better than fighting alone. Of course, this requires you to provide food for our manpower. Whatever you want to do, our people are the best labor force. The map of Yin Kingdom is too short, thinking I'm as easy to deceive as those idiots. You should also know that you are now the target of public criticism. As long as you provide us with food, at least we can remain neutral. At present, thousands of people in the entire community have not come out in full. They are just weighing the pros and cons. You are a smart person who knows better than me that this situation cannot last long. This is threatening me. What, are you saying that if I don't agree, you will launch an attack? I believe you wouldn't choose to be our enemy. Even if you win, there won't be any benefits. Working together is the wise choice. This is the first time I've seen someone so confident in asking for a meal. This is a collaboration. Let me consider giving you a follow-up reply. Are all the remaining people in the entire community against me? Although they can't do anything, I can't do anything if everyone goes together. What is the likelihood of thousands of people coming together to demolish this building? At present, the people outside do not have enough electricity and fuel to use heavy machinery to destroy the building. It is even more unrealistic to rely solely on the advantage of manpower. As long as I continue to hold on here and can't leave the entire community, what can I do? But thousands of people can deal with it. When do I have to kill and leave it alone, and we will definitely attack together? What should I do? New news. Li Jian. Mr. Zhang, we sincerely hope to work with you to create a harmonious post-apocalyptic utopia together. So far, only 5 elderly people in Building 18 have passed away due to complications caused by extreme cold. Through the reasonable distribution of supplies, everyone is currently getting along very harmoniously. I think this is the best way to survive in the apocalypse. Preserving the spark for human civilization is also beneficial for post-disaster reconstruction. We are currently lacking food sources as we hope to cooperate with you. As a cost, we can provide manpower and resources